What's up, everybody? Top of the morning, evening, afternoon, good night to one and all. It is Slippery Sunday. My hands are soaking fucking wet. Today we have Jorn, Spade, and Matthew. Matthew and Jorn are from Belgium. You're probably here every week, and you already know who they are. We're going to talk about politics, but before we... Why are my hands... I feel like I'm washing my hands with fucking maple syrup. I don't know what's happening right now.
Luxurious.
It's luxurious. It's also delicious. I'm gonna get into this because I'm fucking pissed right now. Like, I am legitimately angry. It is 10:30. Normally I would do this on 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. We're a little bit late. Not we're. It's my fault that we're late. See, I could take responsibility, Spade. So it's my fault that we're a little bit late. I do apologize for that. But I want to share a video, and I feel like we're just gonna kind of jump right into it because I'm not gonna ask questions. We're not gonna start a shit. I'm gonna play a fucking video for you, and we're gonna watch it together. And you've probably seen videos similar to this before, so it's not like it's anything new. But I don't know what it was. Maybe I just had to poop really bad this morning, and as I'm in the shower thinking of shitting inside of the shower drain, this came on, and boy, oh boy, was I fucking pissed. So we are here. That's not it. Hold on. Come on. Unlock the fucking tab. Hold on. We are right here. Nope. Yes. So let me go like this. Jordan, do me a favor. Turn your audio down like 2 notches, and I won't be able to hear myself. Okay, so let me play this for you. All right, this is I love this channel, by the way. This is Sky News Australia. Thank you, Lance Whipple. Let's just get into this.
Free will. The man.
You guys hear this, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Man who holds the most powerful position on earth, US President Joe Biden. Yesterday, the president travelled to North Carolina to visit the recently renamed Fort Liberty to sign an executive order. And sadly, things did not go well. Here's just 10 seconds of the president staring into space, looking utterly bewildered and disorientated.
Everybody cross their and this is, if it does not work, this is a great opportunity to show you how our students have to troubleshoot things. So,
oh dear.
Opportunity to show you how our students have to troubleshoot things. So,
oh dear me, it did not get much better when he said a few words, or at least tried to.
What the fuck is going on?
Dementia. He's senile.
Look, I'm not even. It's not even fucking funny to me anymore. What the fuck is going on? Like, I'm seriously angry. This man's supposed to represent America. Pride, strong, powerful, freedom. Yep. My man doesn't even know where the fuck he is. Like, okay, it's one thing. We've seen all the shit him falling off a bike. He's just old, man. When you get old, you fall a lot. That's why you get wearing knee pads and shit and elbow pads. But my man you are the leader of this country, and that is representing us. Yeah, I feel like other countries are going to look at us and be like, yo, we're bombing America. And so we're going to go to war, because if this is what's in charge, he's going to be more worried about how he gets the cereal in the bowl before he worries about what button to push to protect us. My man is out of his fucking tree. And before you say, Jay, that's not cool, man. You know, as the president's old age, we should feel bad for him. We should not feel bad for him. No, because you had to know you had. Let me back. Fucking sticky. I feel like Onyx over here. Nobody gets the reference. Do you think okay. How do I word this? Do you think that other when you get dementia, right? When early onset dementia, do you think you know you're getting dementia?
Yep.
I don't think so.
No.
You
No.
do?
Yep.
No,
So
you
Yeah.
don't.
okay, well, whatever. Either way, yes or no, it doesn't matter. I would think yes, you would start to know. I can't remember shit, right? Because my ex-wife, her grandfather had dementia. And he died of dementia because he forgot to breathe. True story. If okay, you're representing our country, bro. You're standing up there, fucking zoning out like you just smoked 8 bowls of weed. And someone's got a bag of Doritos and they are mouth watering, right? You're chewing the Dorito for them. There ain't no way somebody is got to say in the White House, listen, man, you're going to rerun for president. You're going to be up there with a debate. I hope whatever Republican is going head to head with him, whether it's DeSantis, I doubt it's going to be Christie, DeSantis, or Trump, I hope they rip into his personal mind. Like, you're incompetent. The same way he made fun of Rosie O'Donnell, you need to do that on TV. Because all that shit that the news is not showing, that he's fucking retarded, you need to put him on blast in front of everybody. And it may sound harsh. It may sound, you can't have that as a president.
I think at this point, why don't they just have Kamala just stand in for him?
Hey, John, I thought you didn't do what Spade does.
Is he gone? Or?
I have the original battery. I just don't now have the 30-degree weather. That's like I'm like 81.
Where are you at, bro? It seems like is the camera on the roof?
No, I'm not.
Wait, why did it get too hot?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Just turn it on, and then give.
Yeah, the echo is bad. Jorn's speaker levels are higher. I definitely hear it now. You got to figure that out, bro. You got to do something because now you sound worse than Matthew. I don't know what happened. I don't want you to have to keep
I
muting.
haven't changed anything.
Don't you have the little soundboard thing I gave you? You don't use it.
I have it.
You don't use it. I
No, I don't have an XLR. I thought it was for an XLR.
Okay.
Voice isolation? Maybe that helps.
Test. No, I don't hear anything but you talk.
Yeah.
That's good.
Voice isolation it is.
What is that under? Is that under the app?
Yeah, that's under Apple. That's in the control center.
Okay, that sounds good.
Standard.
Sounds better now. Good. All right. So anyway, this just looks fucking bad. Spade, you're a fellow American. This, bro, we can't have this shit, man. Like, I'm getting mad, dude.
No, I listen, I totally agree with you. But at this point, why don't they just turn around and say, you know what, Biden is a little out of whack. So why not just send the VP there and say Biden had pressing matters to attend to or something? You could think of a lie that he can't show up. Just say something else and have Kamala go over there.
Yeah, why lie?
Might as well.
Everybody knows he's out of his rocker.
Okay, so just say he's not able to do anything now. At that point, it's also ruining his campaign to run again because they're going to see like he's not showing up.
Dude, there is no fucking way in 2 years he's going to get up and debate people. There's no fucking way, bro.
In less than 2 years, next year.
There's no way you could look. He's going to be like in the middle of the debate. You know what he's going to say? Wait, who are you again?
Where's my pancakes?
I was supposed to get oatmeal this morning, and I got Fruit Loops instead.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It makes you look like a joke, man. And look, Biden might be a nice guy to people, or whatever the case is, whatnot.
Of course,
but
he's nice. He's got the fucking mentality of a 5-year-old. When have you ever seen a nasty 5-year-old? Rare. They're always so peaceful and delightful. Hi, how are you? Would you like to see my toy? The right, like that. That's how his. I just do it. Like this has been going on for years since I got it. Okay, fine. But now, maybe it's the reference that he changed the name of Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty. Like it's been Fort Bragg for 100 and something years, 103 years, and you changed it because the I guess the General Bragg was into slavery. So we're getting more politically correct. And I love what DeSantis said. He came and he said, listen, I'm not going to, if I become president, I'm not going to make bases renamed or take down statues because they're politically correct. What they are is what they are. That's the history. You don't like it? Oh, well, then I don't know what to tell you. That's how it is.
Change everybody on our money. Change
know
everyone
what-
on our money.
Yeah.
All our money, everybody on our money has had slaves.
Yeah, what
at
about
one
George
point or
Washington?
another. Yeah, so you might as well just put, Biden on the dollar bill.
Oh, don't do that. It'll change currency. It'll be worth $1 today. Tomorrow it'll be 8 cents because a dollar doesn't even know what it's worth now. It's you. Bro, I am so angry that this is our fucking president. Like, I let it go for so long, but watching him, wow.
Seeing this as a non-American, it kind of feels like the White House is a joke and weakness because I can't imagine that he knows what the launch codes are.
It's on a
Well, he
paper.
can't remember them, so
It's on a piece of paper. Don't worry. He's gonna misplace in his garage.
Yeah, he still has to know which code it is, right? It's not gonna be in his back pocket, one number.
I mean, this could be just nice weather talking, but I feel like we need to be a little positive. At least he shows up fully dressed at these things. It could be a lot worse.
Turn off your voice.
You have a point.
Turn off your voice isolation because it's cutting you off. Or turn down the levels of voice isolation. Is there a level? Why are we doing tech support in a fucking live? All right, remove voice isolation. All right, test. Is it off? Okay, it's off.
It is off.
Now,
You
take
can
the
hear it.
volume of the speakers. How high are the volumes of the speakers? What is the level? Like if you tap the up and down.
5.
Bring it down to 2. Test. Gone. Can you hear me at all?
No.
Well, you responded to me. How about 3?
No, I put it up 3.
What's up with your lag now?
I have no idea what's happening.
Okay, is it just me or do you see him lagging as well?
Yeah, we see it. We see it.
All right, the audio is gone. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I don't want to keep. It just irritates me, bro. That this is our leader. Like you could honestly put Kamala Harris in there, but the issue is, okay. First off, you can't run for president. You're not going to make it. It's not going to be. What's wrong, Troy? What's wrong? Are you hot in there or something? You need to get some breeze or something. Yeah. It's spicy. You like it? I see you wearing a tank top.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Wife beater.
Okay. Wife beaters usually have no logos on them. Yours has logos, right?
Oh, really? Is that the rule?
Yeah. Wife beater is the guinea tees. They're tank tops with like little, like they're kind of it's ribbed, but it's not like thick. It's just like you could rip them really easy. Like WWF
But it
shit.
can have stains, right?
They can have stains. That's not called a wife beater. That's called white trash. That's what that is. Yeah.
Learning so much.
I see how you can confuse them both. They both start with W. It's a little bit difficult. White trash wife beater also works if you have stains on your shit. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I don't want to keep talking about. I'm just saying it just irritates me that is what we have. And I can forget what other countries see. Yeah, I, as Americans, see it. And it's like, who would you rather up there? Would you rather Trump, who's an asshole, and tells people how it is, and is very opinionated, or would you rather somebody that's not even up there, but they're up there? Like your physical presence is here, but you checked out 3 years ago, bro. Like it's a vacant hotel room at this point. There's nobody else in there but the bed.
Behind the
At the
scenes,
same
there
time,
must be
though,
somebody else in charge now, right?
Oh,
Because
there's always somebody else in charge. It's not the president. You're just the fucking puppet, right? But still,
but at this point, though,
Realistically, how many people are still behind him? That can be a high number, right?
we gonna
I
find
don't think
out.
anybody is.
I mean, we gonna find out when it comes to the polls, like the actual voting. Forget the polls now. That's whatever. I had a question. You guys are not going to be able to answer this. Maybe someone in chat will. I should have probably looked this up, but I didn't. So when the Democratic nominations, right, when they're all going head to head, you got RFK, who sounds like I feel so bad for that guy. Ooh, I'll show you a video in a sec. Oh God, I feel so bad I legitimately feel bad for that guy. RFK, Robert F. Kennedy. That's JFK's. You remember JFK, the president? His brother Robert, who was also assassinated, his son. So it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Very big in politics, but he's a Democrat, anti-vaccine, and anti. Oh, he's anti a lot of shit. But so he is. He's
And
got
he's a Democrat?
yeah, spasmatic. Let me play it for you real quick. I don't interrupt me. I want to do this. RFK, interview. Here, this is gonna be rough. This might bother you a little bit. Come on with this. Yeah, we'll do this.
Listen.
Senegal, from Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Nepal, Tibet, India.
First off, he sounds like the devil. Let's just get that out of the way. So
50 years of smoking.
he sounds like the people that have been smoking cigarettes for 25 years, and I've got no tracheotomy. I'm just saying he's got a problem. Spasmodic vocal cords. Basically, they constrict when he's talking, and it's just developed over the past 5 years. You can't represent the country like that. I'm just saying there's no. I'm not.
Who's to say in 3 years he's not going to be able to talk anymore? Like,
Yeah, I
think
don't
about
know.
it that way.
I don't think we've ever had a mute president, but like he's very democratic, and I like a lot of the shit that he says. I just can't see you getting up there and it's not something you could fix just with a vocal cords. It's basically your basal grandis, which is inside of your brain. You have two lobes. It's the right side of the brain that's messing with the left vocal cords, and it causes him to have spasms. So it sounds like he's like you can voluntarily control your vocal cords only when you sing. So you can say, you could do that, but his is involuntary. So it's just in the middle of talking, it just like when you have a muscle spasm, you can't control it. You just look down at your leg and it's fucking twitching. That's what his throat is doing. Anyway, so you have that. You have all these other people. The question is, you have all these other people running for a Democrat. When it comes down to it, and who are they going up against? They still have to get the Democratic nomination. So it's either going to be Biden, who's not going to have to do the thing, the debate. So they're going to debate amongst themselves, and then Biden is just going to kind of get a spot. But that's how it always works. An incumbent president never has to go against his own party. It's just how it is. And if people don't get to see those Democratic debates and you're just going with Biden or Trump again, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, internal temp too high. Jorn, fix your fucking computer. I'm going to tell you right now, mark my words, Biden wins again.
Come on.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Mark my words, June 11th. Alicia, write this shit down. Write it down. Bet money. Bet money Biden wins again. Against Trump? There's no fucking way, bro.
So just to be anti-Trump, they're gonna have the puppets back on stage.
That's it. It's that simple.
Who even nominates these candidates and chooses them?
For what? For Republican would be Republican Nomination Party. It's basically you have people that vote like you would for a president, but nobody ever votes in primaries. Yeah, primaries to figure out who's running. It's very little. Like they just did Iowa to figure out who's going to be the Republican, and then they do it like as if you're running for president, and then they say, okay, you got all the. So,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. You guys.
I'm shocked that you think that Biden is going to win over.
Oh, he's going to
Trump.
absolutely win.
With shit that's going on right now, they're going to vote for him again. I mean, people are blind then. Let's be real. They're blind. They're just going to do it because they don't
just
like
anti-Trump, bro. That's the answer. It's
Yeah,
anti-Trump.
That's it. Yeah.
That is literally all people care about.
That's insane. Like,
And
you should
I understand
put him
people love Trump, bro. You guys got to let him go. You got to let him go, man. He ain't gonna win against Biden. I'm telling you right now, it's just not gonna happen. It's and as much as all the shit that happens to him, the indictments, all this shit. People love him. That's cool. You know, that's great. But
Well, it's a bleak
The
outlook.
brand is tarnished.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you got to let that go, bro. I understand you don't like to. And even if Biden did run, you're not going to tell me that motherfucker's going to live for another 8 years. No way, bro. No. What?
Oh, 4 years.
Or 4 years. Well, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, because if he won, he would only do another 4. There's no way. No.
Kamala will
If he
end up
does,
being
it's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah. I mean, he can't talk now. Imagine what he's going to do when he's up on.
No, I'm talking about like food stains around his mouth, stuff like that, showing
No,
up.
they're not
on
going
a
to let
press
him on.
conference.
They're going to look at him before they go on. That's why he looks presentable, because he's got people looking at him, making sure that he looks okay. But
It kind of depends on the
Earpiece
definition of
wasn't in.
presentable.
physically,
Your piece.
He's there.
Your,
The
he's
body
there.
is
He's
there.
there physically. Yeah, the mind.
do you even
is-
think that your piece would still work? Didn't work before, so
Bro, it's
why
turned
would it
into
now?
a fucking circus, man.
It is.
Like it.
It is. Like, look at the way he stands. He's just like, do I stand over here? Should I go over there? Where am I going to go? How am I going to do this? That's what he's doing. Like, he doesn't know where to
Yeah, but
stand.
it's
He
weird,
doesn't know
right?
what to
A couple of times he actually does something, how do you say? Mildly retarded. Everyone laughs. Awkwardly, but laughs. Instead of, I don't know, maybe don't broadcast it and keep it to yourself. At this point, it becomes really embarrassing.
But that would
I
be
would
lying
just-
to the American people.
Maybe this is,
He'll get pity votes.
well,
Oh, he's a nice
transmit
guy.
it to the American people. Just don't let it out of the US. Keep it to yourselves.
That's not possible.
Do you
not
really
always
think
possible.
media is showing every stupid thing he does?
If
Almost.
if this is the censored part, oh my.
And that's the problem. Is Trump's going to win the Republican nomination, and it's going to be Trump and Biden all over again. Would Trump last another 4 years? Yes. I mean, he's not showing any signs of dementia. Did you guys see that link I posted in Discord yesterday?
Yep.
Okay, you can't be the president of the United States and fucking film on a potato.
The comment.
You saw
How's
my
that
comment?
possible?
240 fucking P, bro. What did you film that with? A Motorola Razr? And it's on your it's on your channel. Did you open up a Nokia 3310 and just said press record and whatever happens happens? You are not the current sitting president, but the president of the United States. And you couldn't afford fucking 720 or 480? You filmed with a hot dog bun? Like, seriously, bro? Oh my God! You are making it look, you're like Biden now. It's just in reverse. You're just starting bare minimum. At least The people don't know what I'm talking about. I got you. Don't
It's
worry. It's
vintage.
coming in. It's
No.
coming in right now. Give me a second.
It's bad. It looks like he's using a webcam from 05.
Nah, bro. That ain't a fucking webcam, man. That's not a fucking webcam.
That was filmed by the very first iPhone.
No, bro. That's filmed
Well,
by
it would
the
have been
first
better
Nokia.
quality.
Like,
Yeah, it would have been better quality.
yo, listen. This
Yeah,
is the
it's so
recording.
hazy.
Look it. I'm not joking. Look at the quality. It's fucking. It's in a square, bro.
Very sadly,
And this is on his channel. Was this filmed on a potato? I don't understand. Like, I don't get, bro, how you can't do that, man. You can't put a fucking
It's bad. It's bad. You know what the issue is, Jay? The issue is that everybody is 80 years old that's running. They need somebody who's in there at least 50.
You need you
running.
need somebody in there that's like a social media star, like Ben Shapiro's. You might look. Put it in 16K. I'm sorry, what, sir? 16K. I know we don't have it. Call some people in China. Call some people in China, have them make a chip. You cannot. I'm not trying to be funny. You cannot record in a fucking 240p as a president of the United States and then upload that thinking this is going to be a viral video. You couldn't even share that if you wanted to. Open that up on your phone, bro. It's like this.
It looks so great. That's what I did last night. I was like, oh my God.
He should have just made it like Donald Trump 2024 and it's just audio. You know what I mean? Like, don't show you. You could get away with a black screen. Just like a podcast, you know? Don't put that video up there, man. And who's your campaign manager was like, that's a good idea. Here, I got my Star Tech. It's still hooked up to AT&T. How did you even get that off of the media it was on? It wasn't on an SD card.
No, they emailed it to themselves and then
Had to, right? Because even if you think about it, and let's
it's
dive
so
into
compressed.
this. Let's dive into this. Can you name just right now anything that you have that records in 240?
This is what I'm thinking. I think they use a PSP, a Sony PSP with a Memories Pro Duo.
First off, let's not avoid the fact that the PSP came out in fucking 2005. Okay, seriously, what would you? I'm not being funny. What would you film that on to get that resolution? Honestly, what has that?
I think
A
somebody
flip
didn't
phone.
know how to record. I really do
Spy
think
tech?
so. I really think somebody did not know how to record.
What
And they just put a
tech
phone in front of him.
records?
I don't think you can lower it that low
That's what I'm saying. I
on
don't.
hardware.
It's a USB capture device. Yo.
Even still.
Okay, but let me.
even
I
still.
just want to say this right now. You could Google this. I'd show you my screen, but I'm not joking. VHS tapes. The VHS that you get a movie is 480p. It's higher than that. So he could have recorded that on an old fucking tape jam.
Camcorder, yeah.
Somehow stream that, and it would have been better. 240? I don't even think iPhones recorded at that. First iPhone.
Yeah, I think it was like 480. I don't even think it was
Recording.
240. You're right.
Video format.
480 watch. Minimum. No, wait. The first ones, did they record video?
Video resolution.
Yeah.
iPhone 4S was 1080p.
4S. That was what, in 2010?
Yeah, first iPhone video resolution. I don't know why I can't pull that up. 640 by 480. H.264 codec. Even if you had a phone from 2007, you would have been better.
Nokia's first phone with an integrated camera.
I honestly, what I think it was is someone like opened up like an iMessage or an Android, and don't throw shade. I'm just saying,
I
someone
agree.
had an Android and recorded it. And like if you send me a video from an Android to me, like to an
It's
Apple
exactly
device, it's going to be, or vice versa. If I send an iPhone video to an Android, it's going to be.
You get the little square like this
Yeah,
big.
so maybe that's what that is. That's someone recorded that on his wife's got a Samsung S29 or whatever they're on, and his campaign manager uses an Apple. And it was like, well, I guess I'm just going to take this.
So stupid.
That doesn't make it better at all.
No, it doesn't.
So
I almost feel like I'd be better staring at Biden for fucking 30 seconds, not talking shit. Because at least then he's in high res. We can look at his eyes. I couldn't even tell if his top shirt was buttoned. Like, I couldn't even tell by looking at Trump's video. I got nothing. Is that a horse or a waffle on the wall?
Wait, there was something on the wall?
Yeah, there's a square something.
I didn't even see.
It might have been his
was
cheeks.
hanging
I don't know what it was.
Listen, all jokes aside, they would look like 50 people were in a room and they were all vaping and they had that film and that cloud up in the air, and that's how they recorded it. It really looked like that.
Oh, that's an expensive filter.
Bro, that is bad. Like, shit. Before he was all advanced,
weird to
posting on
think.
Twitter, telling people updates. Now he can't even figure out what phone to use to record.
You know what it is? I got it. They took away his phone. That's what it is. They took away his phone, so he's not on Twitter. He's not on anything. So that way he can be a better person. So they're like, here's an old phone, and
here's an iPad 1. Run with this.
Right. Twitter barely works on this. So if you have any issues,
Makes you wonder if he runs while he's running now, and it falls through, he doesn't get it. So he's got to wait another 4 years to rerun. You think Trump would?
No, he's not going to be able to. He won't. He'll be like 85
How old is he
at
now?
that point. He's like 78 or something.
Is he? I thought he was 80.
No. Biden is in his 80s. I think Donald Trump is like almost 80 or going to be 80, something to that extent.
Well, oh wow, he's 76. Okay. So
76.
And then Biden is how old?
82.
80. So in theory, wow, that is old, bro, for a president.
Right.
80?
That's what I'm saying. They need somebody in the 50s so they can
No,
understand.
you need somebody in your fucking 40s, bro.
Yes, but 50s would be a lot better than 80s.
Look, a fucking paper cup would be better than an 80-year-old.
Well,
I mean, just
not
put
wrong
those
there.
little googly eyes on it, the kind that just wobble and put it, and just put that up there on a podium.
And give him a little tie.
Yeah, a little tie, like a little Mr. Potato Head headpiece or something. Anything.
Make him look presentable.
So I bet you if Trump did not win this, he would try again in 4 years. You're just literally burning money at this point. That's what you're doing. Because we're talking millions of dollars. Not, let me just rerun because you need money.
It's a tax write-off. He writes that all off.
I was thinking
It will be a tax write-off.
But also, at the same time, isn't it when you lose, you get your money back or something to that extent? Or no, not money back. There's something that you gain from when you lose.
Maybe reputation. You ain't getting no money back. Because you're not buying a physical product, right? You're
Right.
paying to go to different campaigns and different, traveling and shit. I'm still vaping this fucking thing, by the way. I'm like the fourth tank. I'm trying to get this button to quit. It ain't happening. I don't know. I feel that if Trump does not win, he would try to rerun. And if he does, you seriously have to put that down. You do, bro. I'm just saying. You did good your 4 years. Just call it the way that it is. And someone needs to seriously put an age cap on there. You do. Yeah. Because of Biden. That is the answer.
I agree. No more than like 70. And even that's a little bit.
I'd say
much.
74. I think 74 is like, if you're going to come in at 72, no good. Because you'll be on a rerun so you'd have to be 68, right? plus 4 plus 4. Right? When I say 74. So, no, you'd have to be 66.
70.
66.
Oh, you mean for 8 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're going to do an 8 back to back, 4 back to back, you got to be 60, 64, 68. That's it. 64 would honestly be the best. Just set it even, say 65. 65 is the oldest you can be to run. That's all.
I think
Or,
that's
no, how about this? You just have to pass a public physical or mental evaluation.
Like
But I don't know.
pro
Can't
athletes,
dementia,
but lower.
can't dementia like onset like just boom though? It just happens.
It can suddenly get a lot worse with spikes.
That might not work. Just set 60.
But even then, people around him had to know that something wasn't right.
But it was
everyone.
anti-Trump. You understand? They didn't have anybody else to go against Trump. Who do you have? Can't do Clinton again. Who else you got?
Hillary.
Bernie.
Yeah, that was your option. Was Bernie would have been better than
Bernie's
fucking
just as
Biden.
old. Bernie is just as old, isn't he?
Yeah, but
But he's mentally here.
Is he though? He's wearing a winter jacket in all those summer settings.
well, he's wearing
Old people get
socks for
cold, man.
gloves.
Okay.
I bet, but his mind is still right.
Yeah.
You understand? I mean,
Well, look
Biden is
at
at the point where you can just put a mannequin on stage. It has the same effect.
I would
actually.
honestly rather that devil voice guy to be the president. RFK.
he'll be dead. He'll be dead. They'll kill him just like they killed
Yeah,
his uncle.
because you know what he's gonna do. I have this feeling, because you know every president goes in and wonders about JFK. You know they do. And he made it a point a couple months ago when he was running. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. The CIA's involved, bro. Shut the fuck up. Like just kill the feed. That's what if I was on the Fox, kill the feed. Kill it.
That's it.
That's it. We're done. Because you're gonna start saying that shit. You're gonna get into there, and all of a sudden there's gonna be cyanide in your Fruit Loops. Like you gotta just shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
Absolutely.
And if he did get that information, let's just say he's president, he's like on a down low. He tells his secretary, "Hey, listen, go get me the files that are downstairs in the basement," and then you put that public.
2 days later, you're dead.
That wouldn't even air. It would just. I don't know what happened to the president. He went missing. The most guarded man in America just disappeared. I don't know where he went. I think he's hiding in one of the walls.
He went to take it down the storm again. Yeah. Okay.
You can't put him in there. You just can't. You heard about the one Kennedy? So that the niece, JFK's niece, goes out on a boating trip. I'm probably fuck this story up a little bit. They go out on a boating trip. They're not into politics. They have the last name of Kennedy, and they are related to him. They go out on a boating trip. The mother, the daughter, and the husband. They find the boat, but no bodies. Just in the middle of the ocean.
The fish ate
No
him.
blood, no signs of anything. Just the people
Shark
are all
attack.
gone.
Shark attack.
Oh yeah, it jumped
Went
on
to
the boat.
ate them.
Didn't bite
Yes.
anybody. It just kind of nudged them in the water, and
Yes.
they just disappeared, bro. Okay, if you got that last name, change it. You know what I mean? Just
Well, who was the brother that loved to ski, who was like almost a professional skier, and then somehow he ended up dying because he hit a tree.
a Kennedy. Was this a Kennedy as well?
This was a Kennedy. He was like, he loved skiing. It was like his favorite sport to do, but he died hitting a tree. Come on, guys. Let's be real here.
Is that for
That's
real?
like Jay dying. Yeah. That's like Jay dying because he was vaping too much or something. Stop. This is not, no.
Yeah, that name is that's tarnished. It is.
Oh, yeah.
Let it go. It's not your field. It's literally like a circus, man. It's just. I think DeSantis is your best chance. Very anti-politically correct, which is great. I don't think you should have to be politically correct. I don't. So did you hear what Apple did?
With
Drop price. No.
No, their names.
No.
So you used to be able to
mean?
go to somebody's contact on your phone, right? Select
Okay.
that and do Mr., Mrs., Ms.
Uh-oh.
You don't have to do that anymore. You could type what you want. He, she, his, her. There's no more prefix. There's a prefix spot, but you can put what you want in there. It's not pre-selected anymore.
Okay.
What's happening, man? Every time we talk, there's just more.
More and more things that are just changing for no reason. Wait, so now I have to physically type it in? I can't just drop down. There's no drop down to click like.
Yeah, I mean, I could show you. Well, it would show the personals.
Or just create a new contact. That's insane. That's so stupid. I mean,
And then again, they avoided the complete conversation. Like they avoided any issues. Like you do what you want. We'll just remove this. We're not taking any sides. Go ahead.
well, I have a question. Did they advertise that, or did they just silently put that in and just like, oh, it's a feature?
Hold on. I don't even know how it
If
would
they
show.
advertised it, they're looking for the woke crowd. If they didn't advertise it, they're just like, let's see.
No, it's just I didn't see anything on Apple's website saying it. It's
right.
just,
So they didn't advertise it. Okay.
it's just a thing now. Instead of it being a drop down of Mr., Mrs., whatever, you can
Yes.
type in what you want now.
Think it's smart?
You think it's smart?
Yep.
It's
Explain.
forward thinking.
Yeah, to avoid any conversations or conflicts, just remove it. Don't advertise it. Don't take a side as a company, and just let it be.
Yeah, that's it. They were quiet about it. If they didn't advertise it, they were quiet about it, and then you do what you want
Yes.
to do.
Someone eventually is gonna notice it in the software, and then you're gonna have this whole conversation again, and then you have to double prove as company that you are in touch with the modern world. It's better to do it this way. That's the only correct way to do it. Just eliminate any discussion. Just
I feel
and don't promote
I'd
it.
say the only correct way to do it is not change it.
Well, you're not changing it. You're just moving it.
What do you mean? You're changing it.
Well, if you wanted to lean in with the crowd, right? Apple could have went like, let's add 50, and you pick what you
Well,
want.
if you're on Android, go to a contact real quick on your Android and edit the name, and then see if you can add a prefix, and then what is the prefix options? I'm wondering if it's on Samsung as well.
I don't even have a spot for prefix.
You can't add an entry or
No, there's no it says name prefix.
yeah. What do you got? What are the options?
Here, look. I'll show you. Oh no, I can't. I'll take a screenshot. Hold on a second.
Yeah, make sure there's no phone number on there, Matthew.
Yeah. That's why I'm
You can type in whatever you want.
Also, it's the same thing. You type it. Oh,
What voxel is prefix for you guys? You can type in whatever you want.
so you can type it then. You don't have to. So it's the same shit.
Yeah.
I wonder who did it first. Wow. Hey, you remember it used to be
Never-
a drop down?
Yep.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. That's not a thing anymore. It's a pronoun.
I mean, it's easier this way, right? If you
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean, because
update
if
your
it's
software-
open, you can type. If they come up with new shit, you could just add whatever the fuck you want. It's not a pre-selected notion. Wow, dude.
If everybody just keeps feeding into this stuff, like what's the saying? For evil to prevail, you only have to have one thing: good men to do nothing. Is that it? If you just
I
keep
don't
doing
think they're
that.
feeding into it. If they were feeding into it, they would have had to drop down with the 50 pronouns in it.
Okay.
They
and
just
that-
want to remove.
Could you imagine that if they did that?
Yep.
She, shy.
There's been legal documents that have that drop down. A couple of countries have shown it. Like you have this entire
I
list.
think within the
Select.
next 5 years, you'll have it on your driver's license.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, in
say
school here
within
for
the 5
the
years.
it's an X. So you have male, female, or X on forms.
But I don't see myself as an X. I see myself more like O. So why can't I have an O? Why do you have to put an X? Just put every letter so I could pick.
That's
whichever
why
one
we
I
just
want.
open it up, right? Just let it, whatever you want in there, go ahead.
That's it.
You ready for the next news?
All ears.
So, depending on the service that you have, I found this out yesterday. After I found this out, I said, let me see something. So you can go to your different, I got to make a video. I'm just going to cut this up. But you can go on your provider and you can change your caller ID name. So when you call somebody, it could say, Jay's Abortion Clinic. You rape them, we scrape. Right? That's just what it is. And whenever I call, that will show. Okay.
That's a catchy name.
Oh yes. Oh yes. This will be demonetized. Shows up, right? Let's not go away from the topic, people. So that shows up. Now, you all right, Matthew? So the option now is you can go on AT&T. I don't know about anything else. It also has that. It's not prefix. It's just first name, secondary name, last name. Your secondary name will show up before. So that's their way of saying pronouns. So you can now have someone call you. So I guess you don't have to say, is this a man or a female? It shows on the fucking phone call.
Providing that you did it. Right?
Providing you do. Yes.
Okay.
What are we doing? And why is this a silent update? Why have I not heard about this anywhere?
Because they don't want to make a big deal about it. That's why. If you're making a big deal about it, then people will either take it the wrong way or take it the right way. But if you don't advertise it, it just seems like, hey, whatever. Oh, there's a new feature. I didn't notice. How long has it been there? Oh, it's been there for a year now and we never noticed? Oh, okay, cool. Because there's going to be those people that are going to be like, oh, how long has this update been like this? And they're going to Google it and it's going to say, oh, it's been like this for a year. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I never noticed that this happened. So that's forward thinking of them.
Then it makes you wonder, right?
Yeah, but now go back to your thing. Hold on, Jordan. Now go back to your contact thing, and then you could have different suffixes too. Like it used to be 1, 2, junior, senior. Now you type it in.
Is it? I didn't notice that either.
Yeah, go to suffix because that's after your last name.
Yes. Same exact thing. Yeah.
You type it in.
Yep.
This isn't even woke. I don't know what this is. This is.
Did you hear they wanna change surrogate mother to surrogate woman?
Why? What's the difference?
A surrogate mother
you don't have to be a woman to be a mother.
Female, right?
Okay, stop. Just stop right there. That's just wrong. You have to be a woman in
Do
order
they
to be a
even
mother.
say surrogate mother? I thought they just say surrogate.
So I read an article saying that they want to change surrogate mother to surrogate woman. Why? Because mother is always going to be a real woman, for lack of better terms. But surrogate woman, if you feel like a surrogate woman, you can, I guess,
Wow, bro.
be one. Yeah, good common sense has gone out the window a long time ago. It's feelings that.
Oh, it's like it's for those people that say that they're a woman and they're on the transition of going to becoming a woman. So that's probably why they did it. But
Could you imagine looking for a surrogate? going through a list, finding a candidate, and then afterwards finding out it's not even a real woman, but they are on the list because they feel they are.
You think we'll ever get a point where we have a transgender or a binary president?
Yeah, maybe in like 30 years.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
I
Not in
doubt
my
I doubt they're
lifetime.
going to disappear anytime soon. I doubt all this is going to go away soon. This is just going to keep evolving, evolving, evolving. There's going to be people who, because they have a prosthetic, they're like, "Oh, I want you to call me a cyborg because I have a prosthetic arm or leg or something."
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy when you think about it. I mean, we've looked at the numbers before. It's the whole world seems to be catering for the less than 2% of the population. That's
Because they
weird.
have a loud voice. Because of the loud voice. That's it.
I don't think they have a loud voice. I think they're forcing it to make it look like they have a loud voice.
Right. But that's the thing, though. Because they're doing that, everyone's going to be like, "Oh, well, all these people are complaining. Let's just,
I don't know. Look,
It's
I could be
everywhere
a
now.
conspiracy theorist, but there's got to be more.
It's everywhere. It's not only
Yeah, it's
social
every
media.
country, bro. It's every fucking country.
Yeah, that's in your wheelhouse. For the Oscars, they have to tick a number of diversity boxes to even get a chance to get an Oscar.
Wait, what? No, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, and the voice is going up that if you're not gay yourself, you wouldn't be allowed to play a gay character.
Right. That I've heard. That
Really?
people, yeah,
Yep.
they're starting to say that you need to be gay in order to act gay on TV or movies. You need to be trans. You need to be this. You need to be that. Yeah.
But then
Not
you're
But not
not
need
the other way
acting.
to, but
around.
they're going towards that.
Yeah, but not the
Then you're
other way
not
around, right?
acting.
They're not saying you have to be straight to play a straight role.
Correct. Correct.
Wait, is this current or is what they're pushing?
That's what they're
They're
trying to
they're,
do.
they're slowly trying to push it.
Okay,
Slowly
but
trying to
once
push it.
again, if I'm just playing me, what's the acting part then?
Cis male.
Yeah, but if like, it would be more of a challenge as a straight man playing a gay man, or a gay man playing a straight man. That's called acting. I'm portraying
Wait,
something
hold on,
I'm
go
not.
back.
That's kind
Correct.
of the trick.
Go backwards. All right, if we're doing that, fine. Okay, I'll agree with that. You want a gay guy to play gay guy only, that's fine. Okay, cool. Then how about we're historically accurate? If there's about a queen, it's not a black woman, it's a white woman. And how about if we're doing true stories, right? We're not talking about fictional Little Mermaid. Let's get past that. If we're talking about true stories, then what that race is and what that gender is should depict. But it's not just with that queen thing. This happened before. What is it? Whitewashing, or blackwashing, same shit, Asian washing, where there's been Asian characters that played that was a white person. It's a little weird, but I think it should go across the board. Then don't be hypocritical. Just go across the board. If it's a straight male that was a king, then that should be a straight male that plays that king. If it was a gay male that was a king, that should be a gay male that plays the king. You understand? I feel like it should be across the board. Then fine, agree, okay, because that it's accurately depicting what that is.
So
I
we're
don't have a
gonna
problem
hire
with that.
the mob.
Don't just
we're
make
gonna
it just for that though. Don't make it just for gay. Go across the whole fucking board, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
No,
you
I
have to
agree. I
hire
agree.
real mobsters to play sopranos, right? And a real serial killer to play a serial killer.
No, that's going. I get what you're saying, but that's a little too far.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right, but that's too far. That's too far. Well, look, it's just like, look, I feel like, okay, think about it this. Have you guys seen the Resident Evil TV show that happened on Netflix?
wait, hold
One of
on.
the main-
Let's talk about the mafia thing he's talking about. The problem
Okay.
you have with that is you can't A serial killer or a murderer cannot profit, at least in America. I don't know. I'm sure it's everywhere else. You cannot profit from your story. You can't. They can do a book on you, but you're not going to make any money. So if you were to use like real mafia people, first off, their acting is going to be terrible. They'll probably try to kill somebody in the movie. So pulling Alec Baldwin,
It's realistic.
I don't know if it might be too soon for that. So go ahead, Sven. Go ahead.
Okay, so there was a Resident Evil TV show that was on Netflix. One of the main characters in the game was white, but the guy that played him in the show was black. And people made a big stink about it, but they let it go because he was such a great actor. You should be your merits should prove whether you're a good actor or not in order to play a character, not because the character in the game was just so happened to be white. Well, maybe that's because the people that were designing the game were white and they just added that skin color. You don't know. Nobody goes in a script and say this has to be specifically this unless it warrants it in the story.
I think it's not even so much a story. I think if it's like based on a true story is where it should be
Different, yes. Right.
Depicted.
You're not going to have MLK as a white guy, correct?
Right. Mel Gibson isn't going to play Martin Luther King. Right.
Exactly.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing that. I don't know about that sexuality thing, but again, if you're going to go that route, but we talked about this in movies, how they force all these different diverse shit that is not normal, right? Like you're not going to have a group of 7 people that are all best friends and they're all different races. We've all been to school before, right? Everybody here has been to school. When you go to school and you see the cool kids, they're what? There might be one black person, but the rest are all white, or there might be a bunch of all black people and one white. You're not going to have a black person, a Chinese, an Indian, a Native American. You're not going to have that. That doesn't. First off, most schools are not that diverse to begin with, right? You got Native American Indians and Dothead Indians.
Wow.
Where are you located?
There's one movie character they're never gonna have the balls to be played by a black man.
Who's that?
Tarzan.
I see where you're going with this because it would be racist
Stop.
if they did, right?
Stop.
Yeah, it would.
Stop. Next. Moving on.
But yeah,
Here's another question. So we're going with the sexuality, right? Is a casting director gonna come in my bedroom to check if I'm truly gay or straight or lesbian? Because how would you know?
That's easy for men, right? I don't know what it is with gay men. I can hear it the second you open your mouth. There's something that just, like with Cant, nobody knew. There's something that I pick up.
Gaydar. Your gaydar works.
Would you look at the gas over there? Yep, you suck dick. Or like the mannerisms. So I was one night on Twitch, I was playing this thing with razors. It's like IPL, it's like laser treatment for home. And I'm playing the video. And before the video even starts, I tell everybody inside of the Twitch, I think Alicia was there, I think Pedro was there, maybe Chelsea Nader. And I said, before I even press play, I can tell you right now, just by looking at this guy, he's gay. Because why? This is the thumbnail. Ready? Ain't no straight man gonna do a thumbnail like that. It ain't gonna happen. And his hair was all like breezed over, and he had like little pretty ass eyebrows. Like I'd fuck him.
You found my YouTube channel.
I did. I found your YouTube channel. You're really grabbing a hold of that suede hair, aren't you? But like you could tell immediately. So I think that it bothers me when you put a role in there, in anything, a show or a movie. You just had to add that in there. Okay. All right. I'm done watching this now.
Inclusive. Yeah, it's done to be inclusive. That's all. Like look at the TV show on HBO called Euphoria, right? One of the main characters is transgendered and is also played by a transgendered and is also walking around topless in that show.
But
Maybe it's just me. I don't see.
Is it adding anything to
I
the
don't see
story?
how much of my sexuality actually is my personality. I don't see.
Well, speaking on that, John, that's a good one. Sexuality versus personality. So I was browsing my Facebook trying to get past the midget ballerinas, and I came across.
Still?
Now, hear me out. Hear me out. I came across a pretty ass black woman. When I say pretty, I mean like whoa, hot, like Holly Berry. Now there's a caveat here. They were topless, 6-pack, ripped arms, mastectomy, pecs formed. Now, looking at the face, it's not a well, no, it's a transgender, but it's a woman being a man. Pretty as fuck though. I mean, the face is a 9 out of 10, almost perfect. And I thought to myself, okay, so if you're watching this and you don't know about transgenders or whatever, when you look at this person, it looks like a woman, but it doesn't have actual breasts. But Facebook allows that to be posted because there wasn't even nipples. It was just scars. Why? Why couldn't a woman do that same video with her boobs out? What's wrong with that?
Because women are used as sexuality when it comes to being topless, because that's how
But that
normal
woman
people
was
look at it.
topless. We didn't know her story.
Right.
We knew
But
by a picture that it was a woman, 100%. But because they didn't have breasts, is why we don't filter that?
No, because they're depicting a man, not because that they are a woman.
You're judging by a picture.
Right. You're assuming that that person is a man because they don't have the breasts and everything like that.
That doesn't answer my question. Okay, if I gave you just a headshot of this, you'd be like, that's
Right.
a black woman. And then we go to
Okay.
shoulder. You'd still say pretty ass black woman. But then when you go to here, you're like, whoa. Wait,
Where
what?
her titties go.
Yeah, I mean, they were pecs. Like, you could tell that they were implants, but they were pectoral muscles.
Okay.
But if you're
But is
looking at the picture, you don't know. It's just society tells you that, okay, that's probably a trans man.
Right.
But
Because
is
they don't have
it, is
boobs.
it that you can't show breasts or nipples?
I don't know. Now I don't know. Because there's breasts there. They're just not of natural order. Like,
So with that theory, you can show off your implants without having a strike. Right? Technically, from what
but
you're
there were no
saying.
nipples, though, which was a little weird.
Okay, so cover your nipples. Well, I guess you could. Oh, so remove your nipples at that point.
So you cut your own nipples off to take pictures?
If you're a
You don't have
woman,
to ever worry
I got
about
the
it.
nipple conversation, to be honest.
if you're a woman identifying as a man, you could also show your upper body then.
Yeah, why is that? Why is that? So the rules don't apply then. The same
In
thing
New
on
York,
YouTube. You're allowed to show your breast if you identify as a man.
in New York, you can walk around. A woman can walk around topless because since 1992 they made it a law that it was okay. If a man can walk around topless, a woman can walk around topless, and she can't be charged for indecent
Frozen.
exposure.
Yeah, am I frozen on the screen?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But yeah, in New York,
Yeah.
a woman could walk around topless, no issues. She could be running, and they could be slapping her in the face, and everything is okay, no problems.
Yeah, but overall, let's be honest about that. A woman is gonna get harassed more than a man. Nobody's gonna look at the man.
Right, right, agreed. But is it because we're so used to seeing men topless, or is it because we see? women
I
as
don't think so.
sexual?
I think it's overall, but that's good. Probably because I'm biased. Well, they're nice. They're nice to look at. They're even healthy to look at.
Right. They make you happy.
Yes, they do. But you could have a point because now you don't see them. What would happen if you constantly see them? Would it become mundane?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Well, it's just like when people turn around and say, well, why can't that woman sit there in the park in front of all these people and, breastfeed her child? She's not doing
But it's
anything
like,
wrong.
That is such a gray
like
area.
Jill always said, we make it sexual. We ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You
That's
don't
a
pass a
gray area,
cow,
bro.
look at the mammary gland and go like, sex. Right?
I don't know how I stand with that. Where the public milking, I don't I don't know how I feel about that. It's a weird subject for me. If a woman at a restaurant wants to take out a boob and feed her baby,
Right.
inside of me I want to say no. Right? It's just not the place. However, I
It's a
get it.
restaurant. It's a
Right.
restaurant.
I mean, I get
It's
it.
hungry.
But then why didn't you bottle that? All right? They make pumps for a reason. No?
Well, they're going to turn around and be
Can't
like,
eat
they're gonna
fresh.
turn around and say, why do I need to bottle it? It's a human thing. We all do it. But if that's the case, then you can sit there and have sex in public and it shouldn't be counted as anything bad.
Okay,
Because
that
it's a
might be
natural
okay.
thing, right?
That's an extreme. Now you just went like 0 to 100. Sex is not a requirement,
natural thing.
right? Like it's not.
Okay, all right. It's not a requirement. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I mean, you just can't fuck on the bar real quick because I'm horny and my penis is ready. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like I want to say yes because you got to feed the baby. At the same time, I want to say no because it's not the proper place. Could you imagine a black tie party and old porn stars like, let me fill up my baby's belly with some milks? I tell you right now, there's going to be guys getting chubbies.
Yeah.
Especially if she makes eye contact while doing it.
Oh, yeah. Like the sexy eyes with the lips. You're like, oh, shit, I get some. Not a breast milk fan, but I'll take some. I don't know.
Use a little cream in my coffee.
We didn't get to the main course yet, Jordan. Relax. Desserts last.
Again, it's because we sexualize it, right? We sexualize breasts.
Right.
So, like the other day, we were in a Discord. I told Bethany, hey, you missed it, Spade. You missed the great shit. You're never in them, though, so it's fine. Or it was a Zoom. But she just showed us her breast. And I think that's what women should be able to do. Because women are very open to showing their boobs before they show their face. There's even adult actresses, you know what I mean by adult actresses, that prefer not to show their face but their whole body. They're more open with the rest of their goodies than they are their face, because the face is something they have to change. They have to put makeup on it. They have to do whatever. But with women, they're more carefree about that. So maybe with the breasts, they just feel more open about it, like breastfeeding. I think women should be able to walk around naked. I wouldn't get a chubby about it. I just think we'd be in a better place. A lot of people getting into accidents, so that'll get people off the road. You'd have a lot of people that would just not rob a bank because there's a hot. At the same time, you get the old grannies. You know what I mean? Like, that old granny with her.
Like your penis would go on an emotional roller coaster.
Oh yes. I bet you this though. By the time you come home at the end of the day, you horny as shit. I bet you that.
Yeah.
Or very confused.
Oh, yes, but you give that 10, 15 years, it would become the normal. And then we're no longer sexualizing it. Think about how much it would be like if you lived in Florida. You could walk around naked. You could. If everybody in Florida was naked, you'd be like, yo, that state is wacky. Why? We're born that way.
Right.
The problem I have is
It's not an opinion, John. We're born that way.
Oh, no. It's not. I wasn't going to be about that, but we talked about women dressing a certain way. Now, if the really hot ones, I feel like there's a risk of higher hippo numbers.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
There's nothing
Oh,
you
yeah.
can
You
do
got a
about
bunch
that.
of Yeah, you got a bunch of stripper-esque women out there walking around. Ah,
Down,
There's
boy.
also
But
a
you
thing
can
where
fix
if
that
we
though.
a little bit to the imagination, so a little bit coverage is hotter or can be hotter
oh,
than
agree,
just coverage.
agree.
Yeah.
Some women, in my opinion, need to be clothed up because you're not that you're ugly, is that you're hot, and that makes you uglier.
Hmm?
You
Wait, I'm
understand?
sorry.
Like,
Wait, say that again.
so you're hot, right?
Right.
But when you're naked, I'm not as attracted to you anymore.
Oh, because you don't have that thrill. Okay, I see it.
You understand?
But
Like,
the,
let
Yeah.
me, because a lot of men be looking at women undressing them with their eyes. Like, and then you Google she got an OnlyFans, but you just automatically think, wow, but she's got really big areolas. So I don't sound too crazy now when I tell you I look at people, I'm like, yo, their vagina is massive. That's like a sandwich. It's no different than what you're doing. If you know that there'd be nobody robbing banks if everybody walked around naked, like all you had was a fanny pack and shoes.
I
With
feel
the
like
only
there would be a
fans,
lot of car crashes, man. A
But
lot
at
of
that
car
point, you might as well
crashes.
at that point you might as well just make prostitution legal, so that way nobody gets hippoed. Because
It's
if
always
you
going to be
can
a
pay for it, you won't
cheapskate
have that
or a
problem.
poor
Nah,
person.
there'll still be people hippoing, regardless of what you do with that law. That's
You
that.
really
what
think
you
so?
said, what you
Oh,
said with
100%.
the OnlyFans. So let's say hypothetical story. It's a woman at your place of work. She dresses nice, a little provocative, not too much. So your fantasy goes. You see her every day. Your fantasy goes and goes, and it's interesting. And you keep looking at her because you want to know the size of the areolas and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out she has an OnlyFans. You go home. You go to the OnlyFans, and next day you know how she looks. Is she still going to be that interesting?
Yes, because now you want to bring her home,
Right.
right? Now you want to
You're
try it
changing
out.
one
Now
want
you
for
want to
another.
try out the product.
Yeah. Okay.
But I have a better question, Matthew. If everyone walks around naked, would there still be a need for an OnlyFans? Porn? Yes, but just people showing off. That's done for. That market is gone.
Right.
Yeah,
You're absolutely
they say the
he's
three
absolutely right.
markets that are depression proof, right? The three are alcohol, tobacco, and pornography. Those are three things that are just can't happen. But if you do that, you remove that depression option because everybody's naked. But I don't. It would get to a point where nobody finds it sexy anymore. You understand?
Right.
Like almost like wearing clothes is the sexy now.
Put on a turtleneck. Let me see you with a turtleneck. I want to see
Look,
you
if
with a
you
turtleneck.
could pull off, well, I've always said this: if a military woman could pull off a military uniform and look good, oh, she's gonna be fucking smoking, because there's very little makeup. You have all these clothes on covering everything up, and if you could look good like that, oh my.
Are we just talking about like fatigues, or are we talking about the dress blues?
Okay, you
Or
call them
both?
fatigues, that's like Marines and Navy, but yeah, fatigues, camouflage.
Camouflage.
Yeah, camouflage.
Yeah, that's a hard look to pull off.
Oh, it's hard. That's why you don't ever get like attracted to women, because you're like, that looks just like my NCO. It looks like a dude. And they don't ever take their tops off, so it's like your imagination has got to be extremely vivid to see anything. I don't know. I find women with clothes on more attractive than naked. That's just me. Especially if it's like skimpy shit.
Well, it's exactly what Matthew said before. It's the thought of you seeing what it's going to be when that gets removed.
Mm. Does that make all men perverted?
Oh, 100%.
How, if we're all like that?
Right.
If we're all like that, then what says we're perverted?
No, we just gave it the wrong term. I think it's our nature. It's not perverted. It's just we're animals. Lean into it.
Lean into it.
You're
But
not
it's
looking.
true, right? It's not. Our mind works. That's not society fed. That's just how our minds work.
You as a man not looking at a boob slip, then there's something wrong. You're playing for the other team.
You could be
Yeah.
an actor.
Yeah.
I got a topic for you guys. Do you think the guy's comment? Sunblock and mosquito repellent sales. Oh, they're going way up. Oh, they're going way up. If you have no clothes on, anything. Oh, you need to invest right now in suntan lotion, like that, because that market's about to skyrocket. So, do you guys think? Speaking about the gay thing, right? Playing for the other team. This is an edgy question. I'm gonna obviously ask all straight people, but do you think it's a choice? Oh wow.
Yes.
I
It's a choice.
don't think so.
I think it's
The
a
weird
choice.
part is the people that I've talked to, like hazers wise, started questioning my original thought about it because I was under the assumption you grow up, I have the preference of I love a female body and I stick with it, or you're more attractive to the male form and you stick with that. But all of them sounded like I tried the first one, didn't like it, and then jumped over. So it made me question if it's a choice or not.
So the
So it's a
answer
choice.
to the question is what then for you?
I
No, not you.
For
Spade.
now, I
Hold
think
on, it's not
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
apparently it seems like a choice.
a choice. Okay, what about you, Spade?
I completely agree. It's a choice.
And
You choose
Matthew?
what you like.
I think it's a loaded question, to be honest,
Oh,
because
it's a very loaded question.
some
I'm
people
talking.
who-
I know what you're going to say. I'm talking about, can you choose to like men or to like women? Can you choose that? That's the question.
you probably could, yeah.
Can you
So,
choose to
let
like
me
a
give you
blonde or
my
a
answer.
brunette?
Prior to me speaking to Brandon about 2 years ago, my argument was a choice. And I'm still going to say that. However, there is a shadow of a doubt in there. He said to me, well, Jay, the way you have to look at it is this way. Now, he's in California, so you know how they think, right? Like, it's everybody is everybody. Just love everything. So he said to me, well, you say it's a choice, Jay, but the way that I look at it, Brandon saying to me, is what if your mind doesn't find that attractive? Right?
Well,
Like,
that's
I can
true.
look at a woman and say, wow, she's hot. You know, not a six pack, flat stomach, big tits, fat ass. She's hot. But what if my mind doesn't work that way? It's not a choice. But the way that I see it is, it's still a choice. You still say, I'm going to go be with a guy. That's making a decision. That's an option. That's a choice. Like, for instance, if I like women, and I love women, I love vaginas and breasts, but if I went to go be with a dude, it's my choice.
Right.
So that argument is it a birth thing? Probably. But then I would argue is that God didn't design us. I mean, if you look at a penis and you look at a vagina, they're kind of designed to meet.
One to go into the other. Yeah. It's the same thing as, do you choose whether to have a blonde, a brunette, a redhead,
Preference.
black
No,
hair?
that's personal preference.
Yeah, it's preference. That's preference. I don't think
Right.
with sexuality it's a preference. Because then that's bisexual.
I mean, Spade, if you were gay, you wouldn't find every guy attractive.
Right.
Right. There would be a preference you would
You
have.
would still have a personal preference.
Yeah, it's more that's too dialed in.
Yeah, and if your wife decided to change hair color, you wouldn't dump her to the curve, right?
It's like that Stephanie. I showed you guys that
Freaky.
Stephanie person, right? That was 50 years old, has got 4 kids, married, and then at 55, they decide their name on YouTube is Steph, STFFO, like the letter O, knee, like a knee. And it is, they made the news, 55, 60 years old. They decided to wake up one day and said, I am a 7-year-old little girl. That is a real story. Okay. Okay.
So is that a preference?
No,
Is
that's
that
a
preference?
mental
No,
problem.
that's a choice.
No, that's a mental issue. Something happened. I don't know what it is. Breakdown. Something where you just wake up one day and you're 7 and a child,
Oh, you just need therapy and medication. That's all.
which tells me that's a mental problem. Yeah. So, but it's like the same argument could be said with someone that is gay for 30 years ago, has a wife, has kids, and then they're like, you know what? I like dudes now. And maybe it's different. Maybe for some people, it isn't a choice.
Or in that scenario, it took them that long to actually realize it was a bad choice from the get-go, but they kind of wanted to fall in with the rest of us and just followed suit and couldn't accept what they really were. They were in denial for that long.
Well, okay, so let's hold on. Were they really in denial, or was it because today we are more accepting of another person's choices or perception or whatever it is, and it's easier to be what you weren't now than it was back then? You understand what I'm saying?
It's
Like
already
Bruce Jenner, right?
40 years
Bruce
of
Jenner
acceptance,
wasn't
at least.
right, but Bruce
Great
Jenner
choice, but
didn't
now-
want to be a woman in the '80s. He wanted to be a woman in 2010.
Oh, you're talking about that. I was talking about being gay.
Yeah, I think
Either
those are
or,
also
either or.
different. Are they really different spectrums, though? Are they? Because, okay, so if the argument is that being transgender is gender dysphoria, right?
Right.
What is it when you're gay? Why does that not have
Well-
a mental label if that's different than normal?
Because, well, the first one is you actually know you're not attracted to the norm and you go to the other place. That's clearly defined. Now, you have only two options. You're attracted to your own kind or the other. That's
Wait,
it.
gay man,
With the
a gay
transgender
man-
stuff, we're now
Yeah, but with
going
the
to
transgender,
new
you're
ones.
still waking up and saying, I'm a female now. So either way, you're changing your...
Well, you're not limited
Choice.
to that.
Okay,
right?
all right, let's go backwards for a second. Is it biology then where you are attracted to a female or a male? Is that biology?
But
I think
gayness
so.
is, you know, you're a man and you're attracted to men, or you know you're a woman but you're attracted to women. The other one is you want to be something else.
No. What?
What if you're a transsexual and you love women? You only do women. You don't have sex with men.
Right,
But
that's
you
what I'm
look like a
saying.
woman.
I don't feel like it's I feel like it's the same thing. If you're the argument is if I'm attracted to a woman, is that biology? Simple question, yes or no? Is it?
Probably, yeah.
Is being attracted to the opposite sex biology?
Well,
I think-
I would assume yes, because you are biologically made to
Yes,
reproduce,
yes.
right?
Okay, right. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
biological. Okay.
Right. So you're there to reproduce. That's what
Okay,
that's
so-
what the whole point of liking the opposite
But
sex
what
is.
if you? I've asked this question about transgenders. What if a transgender wakes up one day and they look in the mirror and they see a vagina? That's no different than you seeing a man as attractive. You're seeing something that is not
There.
there?
of normal people. I hate to. Okay,
But
of the
you
general
make a good
consensus. That's what I'll say because I don't want to call them abnormal. Of the general consensus, men are attracted to women, women are attracted to men. Okay, general consensus, biology. Now you want to switch it up and say, fine, I like dudes. All right, fine, I have a vagina. I can't. What is the difference of accepting either of those?
I can't name one, but you did make a good point. And if you're following your train of thought, if it is biology and okay, you're attracted to females, and now we have transgenders, and you have gays and lesbians, and then that's also biology, then maybe it's nature overcorrecting itself, maybe limiting the numbers that way.
Oh,
What
okay.
time period are we talking about? Because now I could say that it's not only biologically, and it's not even by choice. But if you look at numbers, and like 10% of children or underage kids want to be one of the LGBTQ whatevers, is that by choice, or is that pressure that's coming from the parents, society, social media, and everything
External
else?
influences.
That's not choice
I don't think anybody would disagree with that. It's external, right? Like, I don't think anybody.
Nurture over nature.
If you go back to the old school ways, man, people were in closets. Whether that was acceptance
Right.
of society, whether that is whatever it is, 100% societal based. I think the argument is if you see yourself, I don't know why we are. This is odd coming from me too, because if that doesn't mean I still accept it, but if someone wakes up and they decide, hey, I like dudes, it's no different than someone waking up and say, hey, I want to be a woman. They're both biological, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of gays and lesbians don't like transgender people. Why not? They got the same problem you do. Biological problems.
Yeah.
Stop being a fucking hypocrite. Oh, that doesn't work that way. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you could Google if biological is man attracted to woman, and my first 10 results were yes. So,
Well, maybe it all comes down to being societal, right? Initially, we didn't, as humans, we didn't accept that deviation, right? Like the first gays, the first lesbians, they were treated fairly rough, and I remember correctly, they were even sentenced to jail. And then over time, it got normalized.
and then over time, transgender will become normalized.
Yeah. Flip.
I don't think we're gonna see it, but
Okay. I've been pretty right about most of my predictions. I'm not saying I'm Nostradamus, but
oh no, I'm saying you're right. I don't think it's gonna be in my lifetime. If you look at
do you
the
plan to
gays
die in
and
the next 6 months? I mean, you want me to give you a time frame and say 5 years? There's even going to be a thing
very
that will
close,
come on a
man.
license
That's-
on a license card where you're like TW or TM. That's your gender. The problem I have with
you
that
could be right.
should not be that option anymore. Once you convert, and then when I'm saying convert, I'm talking about biologically convert. Like you now have a penis, you now have a vagina. You are no longer a trans woman. You are a woman. When you have a penis, you are now a man. Until you get that shit snipped to where I visually cannot see that you are a man or a woman,
You are
that's
what you
my
were born.
mindset.
So you also mean when you
Just like a
you
gay
mean
person.
biologically?
I could tell you all day that I suck dick. I could tell you all day I suck dick. Watch this. You're going to be like, whatever, Jay, fine. You're not going to believe it. Now you see me sucking dick. Oh, well, I guess he sucks dick. He's gay.
It's gay.
The
Great
proof is in
technique.
the proof is in the pudding, man. It's right there. You see it. So if I visually see it, you know it. Just like the military used to say, okay, if you're gay, kiss him right now. You two are coming out as gay to get home, go back to basic training. You two kiss, and I'll write up the paperwork, and you go home. They would literally do that. Once you
Really?
kiss, okay, fair enough. You guys are gone. We can't use you here. You're too gay. That's a real thing. That's not made up. So they did that in my basic training. So if that, if we see it, if we do that with gay people, then we should do that with transgenders. Let me see your vagina.
Across the board.
That's sexual
Across the
harassment.
board.
No, it's not. You want me to call you she? I want to see your she parts. Show me what's your she parts. My boobs. You ain't got no tits. I got bigger tits than you. Next. Let me see your armpits. Nope, those are hairy as shit, just like mine. Next. Let me see your vagina. Matter of fact, go like this. Let me see your throat. Swallow. You got an Adam's apple. Nope, you're a dude. Done. That's all. You don't even have to get naked.
I think we make it a bigger problem, as we should, because we're we're changing a lot more than just your sexual preference. You're changing your whole biology, and I think that's the reason why people are hung up about it. And the fact that our country, Matthew knows this, they basically put in a law so you can change it multiple times a year without any charge. So that, to me, like you said, biology. A gay man, if he is not comfortable in being openly gay and he for some reason gets stuck in it and he marries a woman to keep up the charade for 20, 30 years, and then he finally accepts himself, okay, that's weird, but okay. But he wouldn't go gay, straight, gay, straight.
Right. Right. I agree. And that's where I think we have to put a line. You have to put a line to it. Fine, you want to be a trans man, whatever. Go for it. There's no gender fluid bullshit. There's no such thing as non-binary. That's the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That's that PS, right? You're talking about that 2S, two-spirited, where you could just change. You're both male and a female. Oh, that's not even a biology
today.
I mean, even hermaphrodites, right? They're not both male and female. You're either one or the other, man.
You have to pick one. Yeah.
Well, no, you don't have to pick one. It's what's inside of your body. Do you have ovaries or do you have testicles? If you have both, oh shit! Like you could. I tell you what, you're gonna have to pick. We'll put MF, motherfucker, male, female, right on your license. You could go in any bathroom. Like you can either shit standing up or shit in a urinal. You pick it. I mean, you do whatever you want to do, man. It's your house. I want to know if your brother and sister is your father and your mother, but all in all, I'm interested. You know, but how many people are born that way? You just look. I mean, that's what they did in the 80s. That shit worked. The 90s. Wow. They have all female parts on the inside and they have a penis. Let's fix this up.
That's a medical issue, and I feel like now another group is kind of ridiculing it because now it's more of a belief. I believe that I'm this, and the other one is a medical issue.
Right.
You need to resolve.
Yeah, I don't think you. I don't think they should even be. They intersection not even be included in that, unless they want to be included in that. Don't go fucking sign me up for that bracket. Don't sign that shit up because I have no control of this. This is what I was born with, man. I've been trying to fix this shit for 30 years, and you want to put me in a fucking acronym? No, stop it. I can't.
Those people are also
that's the mindset either, right? That's biology. That's not a mindset. That's not, oh, I feel like this or I feel like that.
No, see, you're doing it again, Matthew. You keep saying feel. What if I wake up and I visually see it? Like I see it. It's not feel. It's I have a vagina. You keep saying feel. No, we're talking about visually seeing it. You see yourself as a woman. You don't want to believe it. It's like serial killers believe that that's okay to get rid of somebody. That's their mindset. Look outside of the box. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. There's more to the picture. I'm just cut and dry.
Basically,
if it's
open
a
your mind.
biological problem.
I think it all comes down. Same thing you're saying, Jay. I just feel like it's weird that we're having this conversation. If you look at a world population, it's only, 2%? Why are we even taking time out of the day to discuss this? You're not a large enough group.
But hold on, using that argument of that 2%, right? If we never talk about it, it would just kind of lay low and just be whatever. But then you never know about it. Just hear me out, okay? You would never know about it. It would just lays underneath the radar. But then you have things like progeria. Remember, I showed you the kids where they look fucked up and the pills are whatever, $50,000 per pill. That's a low fraction of people. If nobody talks about it, you'll never know about it. So it would almost be beneficial to talk about it and kind of open it up and try to understand, not agree with it, but respect it. Does that make sense?
Yes, I just feel, Matthew, that
Oh,
that
you two
group
versus me?
isn't
That's fine. I got it. Go ahead, feelers.
that the group isn't really like open to have a good discussion about it. Like we had a discussion before, and afterwards we got the feedback, and it was most of the friends that were in that same community were triggered about the conversation.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
you can't.
You're talking about with Naomi.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, they were all pissed off at me saying that I was a transphobe. No. I'm just saying. Same thing I said. You're either male or a female, man. Whatever you want to pick to be today, sure. Go be a superhero. I don't give a shit. I feel a certain type of way that it is a biological problem. And I'm not saying transgenders that just want to change what they are. I'm talking about someone that legitimately sees themselves as something else that they're not. Is that any different than a woman? Now watch this. This is going to go deep. Is that any different than a woman that looks at herself in the mirror and says, I'm fat? No, it's not.
No.
It's no different, man. It's your mind fucking with you. Now we look at him and say, "Look, you're not fat. Okay, I've been with some fatties. Okay, you're. I'm telling you, you're not fat. I need to lose weight.
But it's still an illusion, then, right?
That's fine, but they have that problem.
Yeah, but
Right.
now I get your mindset more. The bulimia or the yeah, that's a good
You're.
example.
That's what I'm saying. With the trans, you see yourself. I mean, it's sad. And is there medicine that fix? Like, what if someone does do that? You go a step further. What if someone does do that, and they go to a doctor and they're like, "I don't like this, so I'm trans by I don't want to be trans. But I see myself as a vagina. Is there a medicine that can fucking shut that off? Because I'm sure there's gotta be. I don't know. I would assume, right, that there's probably people out there that don't think it's a problem. And then the doctor says, "No, you got a penis." It's just like someone that suffers from bulimia, right? You can't talk about this on YouTube, but they see themselves as fat, so they continually vomit their shit. But you're okay. I don't know. I could show you pictures of fatties and pictures of you. They look the same to you. She's 600 pounds. You're 6. Like you see this. Those look okay. How does my dick look? Does it look 15 inches? Because I can promise you it's tucked in and it's 1. So I don't know. I wish I could see my dick that long. Just it might be a mind. Well, it's not mind. It is a mind thing. It's been proven to be a mental disorder.
Yeah, because isn't it more of a confidence thing than anything else?
You talking about
it's a mind thing? Yeah, it's a confidence thing. It's you're confident in your body, so you're happy about how your body looks. If you're not confident in your body, you feel like your body is not what it looks. So
wouldn't that be the same argument for transgender?
Yeah.
What's the ratio gonna be between real transgender and trans?
Does it really matter? Does it really matter?
Doesn't, but we're talking about. If you talk about it, you. To be fair, you can't include the trans trender, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not the real thing. We have to, if you want to talk about it, you have to talk about the person, like you said, for instance, that wakes up, sees a vagina where there is a penis. That's got to be a very small percentage of.
I mean, we're already in a very small percentage of people that are transgender, so I'm sure it's even smaller, but it's the same thing with, I hate going back to the bulimia. Anorexia is where you don't eat, right?
That's
right.
And bulimia is
when you eat, but you spit it out or you throw it up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so look, going back to that again, YouTube is gonna hate this fucking video. So demonetized. But if you look at that, there's people that will look at, let's just say, a celebrity, a female, right? Because they're very judgmental on their own bodies. It's a shame, but it's fine. Men don't give a fuck. Women care. Okay, it's probably because of men. But they'll look at a celebrity and be like, wow, how can I get that skinny? I've been trying to work out. I can't do it. I can't lose this weight. So let me try this for a little bit to do that. Is that any different?
Nope.
It's not.
You're still suffering from it.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Open your
don't feel.
mind, people. Open your mind, man.
It's you feel insecure or you don't feel good about yourself. Then you try something to change. Yeah, it's kind of the same. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it goes down to a mental issue.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm genuinely interested as how many transgenders don't want to be that way. Like, what is that number? 10% of them? You think you just wake up and you say, okay, I got to pee. You get that confidence, you got that motivation. I have a penis. I'm clearly not that. And how many of them do it for trending, for popularity reasons, or because we're in a smaller bracket and we want our voices to be heard because no one ever cared about me in school, so I'm making up this shit so I'm cool again.
Yeah.
I mean, only cool to feel special.
That's our
So we're
fault
just
for.
giving participation trophies now, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
that's our
saying that.
fault.
I'm just saying there's a lot of people on this planet, and there's not a lot of room left to actually get noticed. So this is your
Yeah, it's just
easy
going
way
to
to
get
get
harder.
noticed.
Harder, yeah, because the population keeps going up.
But
That's our
why do
fault
you
for
need to get
children
noticed?
that they can be whatever they want to be.
Because you want to leave something behind. You want to be remembered. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to
But
be
not-
remembered for your. You don't want to be remembered for your death. You want to be remembered for the things you did when you were living.
Right. Whether they're good or bad, right? You want to be remembered for something, whether they're good or for bad.
Usually, people want to be remembered for something
For good.
And
Yeah,
it's not
obviously.
like go out with a bang. But then you get those people on their death where they're doing the death thing. Like John Wayne Gacy was like, "Fuck you and your God." Like that
Right.
will sit.
Forever.
Like
That's how he's
literally,
going
bro,
to
your
go.
last minute. That's what you got to say. You can say anything. That's it. Or
Yeah.
that one serial killer was like, if I could just get a last chocolate chip cookie, this is it. The needle's going in. Like you almost want to confirm. You sure? I'm gonna give you one more shot. Yeah, I just need a cookie. Someone get this man a cookie. I mean, it's his last wish. I guess I would think that most people want to be remembered for the things that they did. If you don't,
Right.
you don't care with anybody, even someone you love. What's the point of living?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Do you want to be famous or do you want infamy? Which one? Two
Yeah,
different.
because there's a difference. Yeah.
Oh, there's a big difference.
Yep.
But both get you attention, right?
Both get you attention, yes. Probably infamy gets you more than fame.
More. Yeah.
And the transgender thing, I'd say, is more infamy than fame. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also gives some people a place to belong.
Right, which is nice. Which, to be part of something.
But you could be a part of something. It doesn't have to be that. It could be part of anything.
How,
be
though? If someone is not cool in school. So I watched that Jared shit. The subway guy. Okay, let me just... that's a tough one. Let me try this again. How could someone be part of something if you're never accepted by anyone?
You couldn't.
And that's why you join things that are for people that have not been accepted.
Like
you find something
transgender.
that you all right. So you find something that you're all agreement to, and that's your group. That's your
You ever see those people in school that didn't smoke, but they would hang out with the people that did smoke and then try smoking to be part of that crowd?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that any different than being transgenders?
No. Same exact thing.
It's also, if you wake up in the morning and you want to feel special, you don't have to put any effort in it, right? You just go to school and you go like, oh, I feel something else, or I'm a girl now. It doesn't require any effort on your part. You just have to say you're something different.
See, yeah, that there's no action. There's no action. It's just, and actions speak louder than words. You say you do it, then do it. That's like you want to be cool, so you smoke a cigarette. You're actually doing something. You're not
Right.
doing anything if you just want to be somebody. I want to be an actor, so act. I do it every day. How's it working out for me? So do it then. Don't tell me about it. Not show me your boobs, but you get what I'm saying. Start doing makeup. That's why I don't understand trans people and they don't do anything. Like you can't stop. You can't be a trans woman and have a beard. Stop it. That's a drag queen. Okay? A trans woman would shave their face. Try to look more woman.
Yes.
If you're Asian, you don't have to do anything. You just put a dress on.
Don't even have to do the tucking.
And cuts. You don't have to do anything. But for white people, typically white people, you got a problem. You got a beard, you got bushy eyebrows, you got to clean up. You know what I'm talking about? You're not even in. If there's 10 steps, you're on 0. Like,
you're far from it.
Now you look at Blair White. Go look at Blair White. Go look at Blair White. Ma'am, you are a 10. I'd fuck the shit out of your penis.
If you saw Blair White on the street, you would think it's a female. Then you would be like, "Yo, you hit on her just to take her home."
Oh yeah. Oh,
and she slapped you with the.
And even if you found out that they had a dick, and let's move that aside.
At this point,
hold these for me while I go in your asshole. Yeah, and let me ask you. So, this is a fun question. I hate to put her on the block. Let me just pick X. You take X home and you find out they got a penis and you suck it. Does that make you gay? Does it make you gay?
Woman, right? She's a woman, right?
Are you sure? Because she's got a jam.
Well, she said she's a woman, so
no, don't work like that. No.
She said she's a woman.
This is why I'm not siding with you. No, because in our mind we're like,
yeah,
she's going. That's a large vagina. Let me suck it.
That's the biggest clit I've ever seen in my life.
What are those two danglies? They ain't lips. I mean, that's a set of balls. You gotta somehow get past that. You might call me a gay guy, okay? And but when I bring her to the club, you ain't saying shit. You're just like,
right, because they're not going to see that. You're only going to see that. So
now, go back to the original conversation. Everybody's naked. Everybody's naked. Uh-oh.
Why do you have...
What is this? What is this down there? You know what? When we knock the boots, just put a bag down there. It's fine.
At least you know you'll never get her pregnant. You'll never get her pregnant. At least you know that.
I'm just like, if everybody's naked, there's no question, right? You a male or female? All right. Okay. Next. It's ladies' night tonight. I am a lady. No, you're not. Next. Bouncers would have the. First off, being a bouncer at a club would be the best job in the world. Ladies' night. Go. Spread your legs. Cough.
All right.
You're good. Go ahead. Come on in.
Cough.
Because you cough, your balls are going to come out of your asshole.
I didn't know it was for that. Like I had it at the airport. I thought it was for drugs.
No, they do that same concept. But I'm saying, if you got some saggy balls, you tuck them in your asshole, you cough, they'll come out. You know? It's just... Yeah, I'm telling you, you go in that world where everybody's naked, there's no more question of anything. Nothing. But I mean, going back, all jokes aside, look at Blair White. That is one attractive trend. Like and she's
would
a
never know.
huge. What do they call? She calls herself a transsexual now. She doesn't call herself a transgender, right? Because transsexual is. Anybody know the difference? I would assume a transsexual. Whoa.
Hold on. What is her? Wait, she's married, isn't she? Or
Yes,
she's
to
with
a man.
someone?
To a man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So has anyone ever asked that guy whether he's gay or whether he's straight? And what does he say?
He says with a woman. They did a whole live about this, or like a video
What
about it.
did it?
Let me see here. Transsexual versus transgender. Transsexual is considered an antiquated term and is sometimes pejorative. That means negative, right? The general shift is to instead use the term transgender or the, oh wow, so she's going against the grain. She's using a negative term or the abbreviated form trans. Yeah, you call someone a trans or a tranny, they don't like that. But due to its historical usage, transsexual remains in the modern vernacular. Okay, so it's the same shit. It's the same
Same
thing.
thing, but different.
Yeah, just a negative way of saying it. But she's very conservative. Very conservative. She takes the point that if you're going to be a transgender, look, play the part.
Right.
If
But
you're going
she's
to be
right,
a gay guy and an actor, we talked about this, play the fucking part, bro.
That's it. That's it. What's the point of going half-ass in it, right?
That's it.
If
All the
you're going to
way.
do it all the way.
But
I
the
mean, even
gender,
Melissa
What
McKinney,
can
you
be
saw
said
the
about her,
bikini
though?
shots and Blair White. I'm not going to lie. I look for balls. I was zooming in and
Right.
shit. Shit was all pixelated. There's got to be a fucking testicle here somewhere, like the
Right.
skin or something. Nope.
But at the same time, Jay, she's not doing it because she didn't.
She doesn't want to.
Oh,
She doesn't want to be the person that goes back and says, because they say once you do that, there's like no turning back, bro. That's
right. So in
but the
reality,
gender,
she may want one day to turn back into a man.
no. I think it's the idea of how much that's gonna fuck with your hormones. You're taking hormone therapy now. You're removing something that you're taking hormone therapy to remove. You understand? So you're taking testosterone blockers because you're creating testosterone. So now you cut your balls off. You don't create it. Do you stop taking hormone blockers? I don't know. You've been on it for 20 years. That had to do something to your internals.
Right.
Let's leave it the way that it is. I'm happy. The person that I love accepts it. Why change it?
the gender thing, that's John Money territory, right? Because that's something he invented,
Who?
or he started doing. John Money. If you look him up,
I don't know who John Money is.
yeah, that's something he started. Like it was sexuality, and the term gendering was only used for words in language. So a person wouldn't have a gender, a word would have a gender. But he's the one that started that whole gender thing instead
I don't
of
agree with.
sexuality.
I don't agree with that statement at all.
He also performed some pretty gnarly things with on twins and stuff like that. So it's kind of a nutcase, not in a good way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if a man is with a woman that has a penis and it looks like a hot woman, what does it make you? Straight, right? Because you're going off appearance aside from the penis.
Right. You don't know. You don't know that person. Like,
What
look, if I
if-
was walking down the street
Yeah,
and she was with me, everyone would be like, "Yo, she's hot," right? But
Right.
you don't know if she's got.
But when you
she's
go home,
actually
you
with-
get a penis in your butt. I mean, there's some straight people that do that. But the question is, here's even a better question. Let's just say you're a virgin. That's odd at today's day and age, but let's just say you're a virgin. And you meet this person at a bar, and they're attractive. And you're like, I'm going to save myself till we get married.
Oh,
geez.
And you're together for like 3 years. And you're just like, God, dog, you kissing and
and you
shit.
never noticed.
And you don't see each other naked. And then, like, you get married. And the moment of, boop,
oh,
uh-oh,
oh, oh.
uh-oh, Uh-oh.
It slaps you in the face. You're like, whoa.
Did you just teabag me? Your first intercourse better be an oral blowjob, because then it doesn't matter what's between your legs. I guess if you only did oral,
It's okay. It's still a woman, right? It looks like a woman to me.
I'm gonna get flamed for this. I'm gonna get shit for this. I am. I'm gonna get shit for this. I know it because I know when it comes out of my mouth, I'm already regret saying it before I even said it. I'd suck their dick. I'm just saying, it's love, right? It's love. You love this person.
Yeah, I guess so.
My gag reflex. I'm gonna start brushing my teeth much more often to get rid of that gag reflex. I have to enjoy bananas now. I gotta figure out something. I gotta get past this. I gotta pass this block. I wouldn't be any good at
Doing
it.
some Kegel exercises.
I mean, could you imagine a fucking 69 with 2 dicks?
Oh, oh.
It's like, and you know, our testicles as we get older get heavier, right? So
Saggier.
I'm at a point now where if I do doggy style and I kind of look down, my balls are lower than my dick if I were to push it down. So if you give me a blowjob, you're just gonna have testicles like a microphone on your face. Just I can't see shit. What do you need to see it for? Just
Put it in your mouth.
Don't think, just do.
I mean, wait, listen. The best way I could pantomime this is just try with, okay. So try with your significant other. Try to do a 69 with you on the top. Just try it. Just see how you like it. It is weird. That's all I'm saying. It is really, it's awkward. Because you're doing shit with your body that you never thought you'd do before.
Right. I'm just thinking about it in my head. I'm like, am I?
You got to pull up the vagina. You know what I mean? Like you got to put your in. You got to pull it up, man. 'Cause your head don't go down that low. So unless you got a long neck, and then the problem with you start doing with your penis and your waist is it's not orthodox. You know, you look like you're having a seizure, for lack of a better term.
I feel like the balls would also be a problem.
The balls are a very big problem. Like mine go right over your eye sockets.
Better wear a safety goggle.
And I got some hairy balls, so it probably feels like Gizmo from the Gremlins just crawling on the fucking face. Give it a shot, guys. Don't judge. Just try it. I mean, we'll, you know, whatever. So the other day, I'm gonna put you out there. So Matthew showed up the other day in the Discord, and there was a woman in the stream. She was a cutie patootie. Come to find out that the woman is his ex-wife's sister.
Yeah. Stepsister.
Oh, stepsister. No relation.
Different mothers.
Yeah, or different dads.
So half sister. So
half
it's his ex-wife's half sister. Hot, like super attractive. And I thought she was like in her 30s or 40s, but Matthew goes on to tell me she's 25 years old. And I was like, why aren't you hitting that? Because like, I know that sounds gritty, but I mean, you got a hot ass woman at your house that's of age, that watches movies with you.
That used to bounce on my knee.
I wish she could bounce on your knee now, though.
Yeah, that came out
without your help.
Yeah, she don't need your help anymore. Her legs are strong enough now. But I didn't know that he had this.
That's a question, though. That's a serious question, though. It's
Why
like,
not?
okay, yeah, you know, you've seen her when she was young and everything like that. know her from when
Hmm.
she was a kid. What kind of territories are you stepping into by actually getting into a relationship with somebody that you've known since they were or you know them since they were teenagers? Like, where does it? Where do you stop where do you draw the line? Right?
I don't think
Like,
there's
is
a
it
line,
okay? Is it
Spade.
not
It's
okay?
it's can you disconnect that one memory you
Right.
have from
Create a
how
new
she
one.
looks now?
Has there ever been any kind of talk like that, Matthew? Or is it just no, not even nothing?
Oh, and I'm gonna be very careful what I say here because this is public, right? No.
Oh,
Not
she
that
watches
there's ever
this.
happened. That there's never been anything or anything that ever happened. But I have to. I'm still in a legal battle with my ex and for my son, so I'm gonna be very careful what I say here as well.
Okay. Okay.
This is
Fair
pub.
enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, that was a
I'm,
topic. So now we'll just go on to something else then. Take it
no,
away,
no, no,
John. What do you got?
no. That's no problem. It's just it's
Well,
not like I
obviously
don't.
there's an issue
Officially,
because if
he
there was an
hasn't done
issue,
anything.
No,
Officially.
I just don't want to get into trouble with a sister or anything.
you
Or
think her sister's watching the realest YouTube channel?
wouldn't put it past her. If she knows I'm online on something, wouldn't put it past her. Just to see if she can get any ammo to use in court.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. What do you got, Jordan? What do you got for topics? I'm done. I've carried this show for 2 hours. Nothing.
True. Nothing.
Good. What do you got, Spade?
Well, when you
What,
okay.
Matthew? What? Why are you putting your hands up?
No, waiting on Spade.
Oh, okay. So when you think of someone who is riding a Harley, what do you think? What do you visualize? What do you picture?
An old man with a beard.
Okay. And today, their whole board is all woke people who are from other companies that have gone woke, like from Bud Light and everything like that. So within the next 6 months, I'd say, maybe less, who's to say that they're not going to go woke also and change the perception of what you think
Wait,
of a
when you're
Harley
saying
Davidson bike?
Harley riders or Harley gangs?
No, Harley riders. Anybody who rides a Harley Davidson,
Yeah.
because they're going woke also.
I
Because
feel
their
like they're
whole
gonna
board,
try and fail miserably.
It's odd to say that they're going to go woke because they're all older people. Usually, older people aren't reluctant to change to become more woke. So the fact that they're doing that is weird.
right? But their board of directors are all people who are
What do you
part
mean,
of
board of
woke
directors?
businesses.
Are you talking about the board of directors at Harley Davidson or people that ride Harleys?
No. The people who work at Harley
You
Davidson.
didn't
This
ask me
basically,
that. You
oh,
asked me what is it like
no,
someone riding a Harley.
right, correct. But now you know what you visually see as someone who rides a Harley Davidson.
Right.
At the same time, though, their board of directors now are pretty much half the people from like Bud Light and all these other woke companies. So how long until you start seeing
A
the Harley
transgender on
Davidson
a
fans?
motorcycle ride?
Sure.
Ah. Okay. So I can answer that question. That's an easy one. How many women do you see riding Harleys and Harley gangs?
Not many, but there are a few.
Okay, that's fine. I've never seen one in a Harley gang. Harley rider? Sure. Fine. Rare, but okay. So the likelihood that you're going to take a man that's trying to be feminine and ride a Harley, zero fucking chance.
Really?
And again,
Most women that want to ride a Harley get tough, get manlier, wear jeans and a jacket and a chain. These men, when they're trying to go extreme women, like that Dylan Mulvaney, wants to be all prissy and say that I feel like a woman because I get to go shopping on Amazon. Yeah, that's not a transgender I agree with. That's not part of the bracket. I was saying people with a mental issue. That's a trender. So yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that unless you start saying that the new color of the Harley live wires are purple and pink.
Well,
Okay.
that's where I was getting at. I was getting
Um.
to that. I was getting to that because it's like I feel like
Well, they'll see it
because
in their
they're going
sales, right?
woke, their
Oh
sales are
yeah.
going down, and they're trying to push towards all electric. How does a
That
company
could
that's
also be
100 years
causing
old,
it.
company that's 100 years old, is trying to go all electric now?
How do you
Because
think Volkswagen feels? How do you think Chevy feels? They're all pissed off about it. You ever seen that movie with Vince Vaughn and Kevin James? The Dilemma.
yeah,
So where he's trying to make an electric engine sound like a gas engine.
right.
Then that's from 2009 or 2010. These companies are aware of it. I mean, do you think companies want to go electric? Trust me, they don't.
Have to follow suit. Have to follow suit.
But
Yeah, you have
so,
to. You have to be part of the crowd. So if Harley does that,
but when you're okay, so all right. My issue with it is like when you think of a Harley, you think of loud pipes, you think of someone banging the gears every single time they're on the highway or they're riding, switching gears, clutch, everything. With an electric bike, you don't do any of that.
right? It's like a moped.
Nothing. It's exactly what it is. It's a moped. It's a moped that's no
Right.
Yeah.
gas.
Well,
So
you make sure there's a big speaker on there so you can still have the vroom vroom sound because otherwise people
Same.
don't hear you.
It ain't the fucking same. I'm telling you that.
No, but they want to do the same to cars, right? Because a lot of
they do that
accidents
to us already.
cars are too silent and people don't hear them. So
Yeah,
now there's a law that they have to make a certain amount of noise or something like it.
noise.
Yeah, so you could hear him when you're on a bike or pedestrian. You could hear him, the car coming.
Would you call that woke? Like going electric? Really?
No. Going,
I wouldn't say that's woke. I mean,
no. But their whole
oh
board.
wow, you got plugs in your house. You're not running fucking diesel like a real man.
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't
Could-
ran
could
my
it-
house off a diesel since 1903. So, I mean, I don't know if I consider going electric woke.
No, it's not. It's not. But I fear with if everyone in your company, all the big ups, all the higher ups, are all from different companies that have already gone woke. How long
Because they're
until
cheap.
that company?
They're cheap to hire. They've all got sacked
Nobody
before.
wants Nobody wants them. You have the experience, that's fine. We just won't let you make any advertising. Um, we have a very strong man that does advertising. He rides 3 different Harleys a week, and he's got balls the size of King Kong. That's the guy that's going to do the fucking advertising. Want a Harley? Eat some fucking pussy. Ride one. Like, that's an ad. You know what I mean?
Even salespeople or employees in a store, you couldn't pull that off because you're gonna go buy a bike from the dude that's going. Oh, this is the latest model. Yeah, you can get it in pink. Oh, and it's right.
That is the
One
first
question: Does
time.
it come in pink?
That is the first time I've ever heard Matthew go gay. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, perfection. No, you would never see that. Because when you think of a motorcycle, automatically, you think of a motorcycle, that's a man. Like, that's a fucking man, bro.
Right.
Because you're on the road, you're grinding gears, you're getting dirty, your hair, if you got it, you got a fucking ponytail. The last thing I think of is a transgender or a feminine man. I do not see that. I don't know if I've ever seen a gay. Obviously, like the Police Academy, the Blue Oyster, you see the gay motorcycle guys. But honestly, in life, I've met the pagans, I've met the Hells Angels. I've never seen one, a black guy in a motorcycle gang. Number 2, yeah, they're like typically not allowed. And then 2, I think they're not allowed, not typically. It's on their website, right? Yeah,
they're allowed. They're just not that many.
They
And
have
there's different and there's different clubs that have them too.
They have different clubs. Yeah.
They have different clubs.
It's also the woman goes on the back. That's the only position on the bike she can hold.
Right. There are.
The club
they're
is
just
not officially, this is on their website, the club is not officially segregated organization. In the U.S., at least one charter allegedly requires that a candidate must be a white male. The owner, Sonny Barger, said in a 2000 BBC interview, the club as a whole is not racist, but we probably have enough racist members that no black guy is going to get in. Right.
Right.
Anyway, moving forward, I've never seen a black guy in a major motorcycle gang, like a major one, not like motorcycle club from Palm Coast, right? Like get the fuck out of here. You're just a bunch of old people that wear vests with patches, or a gay guy. And when I'm saying gay, I'm not talking about, because there's gay guys that you would never know by talking to.
Yeah.
I'm saying like flamboyant. Like super motorcycle. Get the fuck out of my face. Get out of my face.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
That's a little too much. I think because those are the ones
trying too hard to be like a woman.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And a woman is not a typical classy woman is not going to be like, let me get on a Harley and ride that shit till the fucking chain pops off. You know what I mean? You're not going to see that. I don't think they go together.
So, what do you think, Spade? Is their sales number going down, or people are turning away from the company because they're going electric, or do you think it's because they're predominantly male and older male customers are turning away because they fear that the fake advertisements are coming?
So it's somewhat of a loaded question because one, their numbers are going down. Two, their quality has gone to shit, and everyone's complaining about that.
Oh yeah.
Jay knows. Jay's had how many Harleys that he's gotten rid of right away?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 2 more than you should have gotten.
It's too many.
Right. So you got the shitty quality. You got they're charging astronomical prices for a very basic bike, which makes no sense because it's like, why am I spending almost $30,000 on a bike that I'm going to take and I'm going to end up removing almost 65% of the bike and put my own shit, right? Am I right, though, Jay?
True, it's true.
Not you, right? You're not removing it. Otherwise, you don't have any warranty.
You lose your warranty if you take it out.
Well, I mean, the big problem with Harley is Harley did this shit with so originally Harley, Indians, I think, were before Harleys, Indian motorcycles, which still exist today. So
yeah.
It's funny because with Harleys, they were air cooled forever, no liquid cooling, and that was their staple is air cooled. Once they started transitioning into liquid cooled, a lot of people said, nope, don't want it anymore because it's not an original Harley. You're adding liquid cooling. Yeah, of course, it's better for the bike and you don't have to sit on a flaming piece of metal. But now you're going electric, so you're changing it up again. Bro, you guys got to slow the fuck down. But if it's federal law, though, what are you going to do? You have to go with, if you want to stay in business, bro, you got to do what the government wants you to do.
But wait, hold on, because I don't think the government has said that motorcycles also have to be electric. I think it's just cars, and it's only got to be a certain percentage of the cars, because you can still sell a gas.
That's the reason why I asked, right? Because then the notion of they hired all these woke marketing people in their board, and that's causing it, is incorrect. It's the quality has gone away, and the brand doesn't hold the same value as it once did. So that's causing it.
All of the planned bans are in coastal states. In addition to California, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, and Washington. Wow, literally the coastal states Florida's not in there, have made, all those are Democratic, have made the commitment to stop allowing sales of all gas-powered vehicles after 2035. So that's everything.
That's including.
That's a fucking scooter. And then there, I was just reading something here. Environmentalists are pushing for gas cars to phase out in 2030, while most skeptical automakers think 2040 is too ambitious. In short, America has not yet broken up with gasoline. A few democratically controlled states, of course, setting targets. It's no guarantee that it will ever happen. To remove all gas cars, your gas is going to go up, and oh my God. It's going to force you to go electric. I think it's funny when people are like, if I get an electric car now, I'm good to go. No, you're not. Yeah. No, you're not. If you think you're going to save money by buying an electric car, you have to put out that money to buy that car. Like, unless you're getting one for free. It still costs money.
What happens if there's a flood?
Yeah, water and electric cars don't work. I mean, even if a gas car sits in a flood, it's a salvage title. All your electric wiring that got wet, all your chips.
Yep.
Oh,
Engine.
Oh God.
Because in a flood, we're usually not talking clean water, right? It's mud and everything that gets into the engine, and
it's over, bro. I could promise you that your insurance companies, I don't know what they look like, but that if you have an electric car, that premium probably goes up.
I would think so.
I mean, because if you get into an accident, you're basically going to explode, right?
Well,
I think
the battery's not in front of the back.
Point where the house premium is going to go up, because if you want to park your car inside and it's an electric one, so if something happens, your house is going to burn down to a crisp because there's nothing to do with it.
It takes forever to control that fire.
Yeah.
Did you see that video of the Tesla that flipped over and started on fire, and then someone took it and made a meme out of it and put two big ass AA batteries underneath it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd get an electric car. I would get one to see what the hoopla's about. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
You know, what's it about?
Before I got my truck, I was really waiting to see when they're going to unveil the new Ram truck that's all electric, and I was really thinking about it. My only gripe with the whole thing was the fact that no matter what I do, if I'm going like a long distance, I have to go somewhere to charge. I have to wait a minimum 45 minutes to a half hour to get a full, even close to a full charge.
15 minutes with the supercharge. Yeah, the pickup trucks, man. I was looking at, apparently Ford made one too. The new
Lightning
is all electric.
The Lightning.
And they make the electric cars look cool, but that makes me skeptical, because if you're taking a car and you're making it look cool, it's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, you're saying it's like a fat woman putting all this makeup on, but when you take the makeup off, it's like
It's still a fat woman.
Like you got no teeth. You know what I mean? Like you got to know when you get in that car.
Right.
95% of this is like recycled plastic. I don't want to know that. I don't want to get into a car that was from a junkyard. Like I want to get in a car that have Alcantara and carbon fiber. Man, shit. Not like,
but you can get that though.
Plastic. You see the little recycle mark right there in the corner? Yup. It's all good. Everything here was recycled.
We did all sparkles in the dashboard.
Oh, sweet. And sparkles on the head? Nice.
But they're putting so much technology in these new electric cars that they didn't put in the gas powered
shortage. But there's a chip shortage, isn't there? Wow. For having such a chip shortage, maybe there was never a chip shortage.
Nope. It was just said. It was just done on purpose, just to inflate the sales.
Crazy
technology.
That's a conspiracy for you.
But I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's fact, and people just don't want to believe it, because look at technology, how it's priced 30% more than what it was 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So it was purposely done.
Maybe
there was never a chip shortage. You just need all the chips for electric cars.
Yeah, right. Sure. Okay.
I'm just saying, how do you know? All these electric cars popping up out of nowhere, they need a whole lot of chips. Like the whole fucking thing is a chip.
You
I'm
don't need the
wondering,
link.
but when you take a vehicle, right, that's battery, it's heavy, right? It's a heavy
Right.
vehicle.
Right.
Now, if you take a truck that has a big engine in it, we'll say
Right.
you said the Ram, so that's got the
5.7. The Hemi motor.
right, which is made by Dodge, right? So
Correct.
that's a big engine. Is that
Right.
way more than the batteries or the same?
I think they equal out. I think
Oh,
they
do
equal
they?
out. I think they equal out. Give or
I'll tell you,
take a
with the
couple of
battery though,
feet.
you're gonna have torque for days. You know that, right? Like
Yeah,
torque,
exactly.
your numbers
But
are gonna
that's
be
why
astronomical.
it works for a truck. I
Oh
could
yeah.
totally
Oh
agree. It
yeah.
works.
Oh yeah.
The issue with it though is like I can't sit there and think
That's
I'm
my
going somewhere and I have to wait to charge it. Like I could go to the gas station
and be done and out of
a
there in
minute or
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
exactly.
That's why I feel like gas is more advanced than electric. And even if you said you could fully charge your vehicle in 1 minute, let me tell you something. Those batteries ain't gonna last. Go charge an 18650 at 3 amps. Most of you don't have chargers that can do that. Charge it at 3 amps and tell me how many charges you get out of that.
No,
But that's a known fact, right? Battery technology is not yet at where it
I agree.
is supposed to be to make electric vehicles a good alternative. It's
Right.
not there.
And anyone who
Can't
says
even make a smartphone that lasts you a week.
Amen to
let alone
that.
a car.
Yeah, figure out the smartphone. Maybe that's what Apple's waiting for. Maybe they're not waiting on the autonomous. Maybe they're going to make their car solar powered. Like the whole car. They've done this before, not Apple, but make it where the roof, the trunk, the hood, the doors are all painted
Toyota just came out
normal,
with them.
but they're all
The Prius.
solar.
The
So
Prius came with a solar charger on the top, on the roof.
no,
new
I'm
Prius.
saying the whole car is solar
Oh,
powered.
the whole car.
Like the
Really
everything that gets sun is getting an energy. Obviously, it ain't gonna charge your car, but you'll get an extra 30, 40 miles out of it. So maybe that's what they're waiting on. Really break the fucking market. Hey, Porsche, what's up, Volkswagen? You guys been doing cars for how long? Electric car, 100 years? Watch this. We just made a car. The car goes 9,000 miles on one charge.
Woof. Wow.
Look at this. You can just push this button and it will pick up your groceries and bring it back to you.
Oh, you need to go here? You just draw it out on a map and the car will go wherever you need it to go. Well, there goes
Even
that. There goes that market.
even if you go from a pollution standpoint, an electric vehicle is no better. It's even worse than a gasoline car.
I know for environmental, the ground, it's worse for battery. I'd wonder if you continue to keep gas and keep the population up. Like you look at China, right, with all those vehicles on the road, their population, their pollution is terrible. So you think in 200 years they'd get more people, more cars on the road, more pollution. So you have to wonder if you go with 500 years in advance. I would think that eventually the pollution would be negligible.
Mm.
I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 10 years. It's got to be across the board. Wipe it.
That's going to be.
But what about all the factories? Right? All the factories with all that pollution coming out of the factories to create those batteries. I still feel like it's going to be the same.
You don't think battery technology will get there where if you have a bunch of vehicles on the road, you don't think that there's some scientist out there that's going to create some type of battery?
I hope so.
But they're doing it right now. They're looking into a graphene battery.
Yeah, graphene.
And that's probably
they work good.
much more powerful.
It's just expensive.
Yeah, and to
Very
make
expensive.
it a small package is also
it's expensive.
But
the problem when you
but even driving an electric car, because it's heavier, you create more fine dust than you would a regular car from the tires, from the brake discs and everything. And that's even worse because it gets further into your lungs and the dust is a lot smaller. So it's worse than a regular car.
It's also worse for the roads too, right? If you got a bunch of heavy vehicles driving down the road,
right. And the torque.
Balls,
like
yeah.
you said, the torque is bad for the road as well.
Sure. Sure. But you think about it, what if they I gotta be careful because remember I came up with this wireless charging shit like 4 years ago and fucking Tesla stole it from me? What if they made every highway they put like those, those everybody here's got wireless chargers?
Yeah.
Mm.
Those coils? Well, what if they just wired up any major highway with those coils?
Yep.
I know in Canada.
Tesla is working on that.
Yeah, Canada did it already too. But what if you made like you want to go to my house instead of going on 95 for whatever, you go on Route 1 for 30 minutes, you charge your vehicle. And then you go back on 95. You never have to
But
leave.
look, but what about the cost to do all
Yeah.
that? You
Oh,
rip
they're
out
gonna
the
make that
ground.
money because every time you run your shit, it scans it. It says this is serial number. This it's tied to that. It's like my integrated toll module, right? That when I go through a toll, it says boop. Hey, that's this guy. I don't ever have to show Easy Pass or nothing. So if you have it where it registers, boom, it communicates through LTE or whatever. This car's on this road. He's on here 5, 10, 15 minutes. Same price of gas. Oh, that road will pay for itself. I promise you that. But you have to rip up all the roads now and put those fucking coils in. What about radiation? What about I would assume radiation. All that power?
People with cancer will be popping up like this out of nowhere.
Woo! Don't get on. You can't drive on this road between your first and second trimester. No pregnant ladies on this road.
I believe it. I believe they're going to do that. At the same time, though, doing all this electric and autonomous driving and everything like that, we're not going to need driver's license anymore because you just get
Yeah,
into
you
your
do.
car and set your destination.
No, you would still need it, like in an emergency situation.
Yeah,
You
autonomous.
still need it.
You're gonna need an operator behind that. It's like a drone. You could buy a drone. You could fly it, but if you get caught flying it without a license, same shit. So if you get an autonomous car, and it's true, I don't think we'll see autonomous for another 20 years. Like where it drives, the Tesla skirts on that line. How they get by with it, but they're the only one that's like level 3, autonomous 3, level 3, and then you have level 4, and then full autonomous, which is 4. And no one has done it. Well, they have the Google cars, but there's no user behind it.
I think it's
But
too
it's
much.
still not like you can punch in a destination, tilt your chair back, and have a nap, right?
Right, that's autonomous 4. Yeah, that's not done. Tesla, you have to set it up, and I think you can go X amount of miles, and then you have to get behind it. But autonomous 4 is you could be in the back seat, set the destination, and let it drive itself. And before you say that that's bad, you don't trust it, when I get in my Audi and I go to Florida or New Jersey and I press one fucking button and that drives for me, it changes lanes, it goes on the GPS as long as I touch the steering wheel every 30 seconds, that's pretty nice. I'm just saying, I trust that shit with my life, literally. That's nice.
But then
But
that's being,
ultimately,
is that being lazy, though?
Is it being lazy? Bro, I gotta drive fucking 21 hours.
But ultimately, you're still in control, right? Because if some shit goes down,
Yeah, I
you
can
press
take over, sure.
the steering wheel, whatever, it's gonna have.
Bro, I've had
you.
people cut me off and my fucking car will go into a different lane. It's nice, man. I'm just saying, it's nice. I know what. Look, I'm the same way. You're gonna be like, Jay, that's lazy. That's stupid. It's pretty fucking cool, man. It's
Oh, I'm not going to deny that. I think it is pretty.
It's like I could just go to Jersey and just press a button and just. I still have to stop for gas and shit, but
For now.
I mean, you can even get crazy and duct tape your hand to the steering wheel and fall asleep. I don't recommend that, YouTube. I'm just saying that, I mean, you whatever. If you're going to go level 4, is it lazy? I'd rather, honestly, autonomous cars than some of these old-ass people driving these fucking cars in Florida. So
I will agree with that.
if that's the
I will.
option, let's put them on a road.
Doesn't the Audi check if your eyes are open, if you're
No.
awake?
Nope. Nope. There's no camera. It's just sensors in the steering wheel.
Okay.
No, the Cadillac and GMC and Chevy, all with that Super Cruise, I think it's called, subscription based. That has a camera that look at your eyes, but you cannot touch the steering wheel. You just put the shit in and it goes. I mean, that's nice. That's pretty. That's pretty cool.
So if your eyes closed, what does it start beeping and honking so it can wake you up?
The horn honks, I think, well, with the old Escalade, I don't know what it does now. I know that there's a video that there's two dudes, Hot Rods and Pipes or whatever their name is. It stops honking the horn and it turns the radio all the way up. Oh, it's going to wake you up, bro.
No. Vibrates your seat or your steering wheel as well.
My steering wheel vibrates, not the seat, if I don't touch it. And then it will, if I don't touch it, it says you have 10 seconds to touch it. If I don't, it's just gonna go wherever it's going.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, no, you have
itself. It's just like, you'll veer off the road.
Yeah, they're like, fuck you, bro. We warned you. There's a bridge. Oh, well, I told you to touch the wheel. That gets rid of all of Audi's liabilities. Like, we fucking warned you, man. Like, it told you to touch the wheel. You ignored it. You dead. Oh, well. It's like Paul, what's his name? Paul Williams, the guy from Fast and the Furious.
Paul Walker.
How his daughter sued Porsche over that car. And she won. That's ridiculous.
Did she win or did they settle? Okay,
if you get money, you win. Okay, you can call it what you want. I'm waiting to settle for mine. But you call it what you will. You got money, but everybody knows that Porsche is designed to be unsafe. Like, that's
right. It was a GT2, wasn't it? It was a Widowmaker it's called the Widowmaker for a reason.
Like, it's designed to not have anti-lock braking system. It's designed to do what it does. And you want to sue them? Okay, all right. And that's why we won't make cars, because of people like you.
They claim technical failure on the car itself, right?
No, I thought it was a feature, and she sued because it didn't have that feature that other cars did. I'd have to look it up, but a Carrera GT, I think it is Carrera GT, and it didn't have anti-lock braking system, didn't have stabilization, didn't have a lot, but you want to sue us because we didn't have that. But he knew that when he got in the car, and he wasn't even fucking driving. What the fuck?
Right, he was passenger.
The fuck do I gotta pay you for? You're gonna make a spectacle about this now. Okay, fine. Here, take some money. Shut up.
Oh, she sued because of a faulty seatbelt. She alleged that the 2005 Porsche Carrera GT, in which the Fast and Furious actor died, had a history of instability and control issues.
That's because it didn't have those. That's why it has a history. It's like saying men have a history of having penis. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I mean, that's what it is. Well,
it's offensive.
Yeah. Well, if we go back, that's how it was. Not now. Now it doesn't matter what you got.
It's a free for all.
Yeah, it's FFA.
Free for all.
1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. Yeah, it's just open game. Whatever you want to be today. Yeah.
Why Porsche just paid to make it go away?
That's what you do.
Because he's famous.
Yeah, you really want that? You really want that kind of publicity? Just check out, bro.
You know what's funny? I feel like the number that they gave her, which is $10.1 million, I don't know if it's a lot or a little. Like, imagine somebody else had died. Would they give that much money if they sued?
No. How much did she get?
Probably wouldn't even have the money.
10.1.
10.1
million. Yeah. That's a lot. But at the same time, though,
what is that based off of? Like, what is that number based off of? It's not the car price. What's it? Why 10.1? Why not 5? Why not 7? Why not 3?
Why says here?
Lost
the amount of sequels he was supposed to be in.
Lost earnings? Yeah, but she's the sister. She's not the spouse or anything.
Oh, it's not
so...
the. I thought it was the daughter. It's
No, no,
his
no.
sister.
The
Oh, the
daughter.
daughter? Oh, yeah. Then it
No,
could be
I
lost
was gonna
earnings.
say
Meadow
the
Yeah.
Walker.
sister did it.
No,
Daughter did it.
the daughter did it. The daughter did it. Meadow Walker.
Yeah, and then you
And
got
this
all
year
these
they
other
settled.
celebrities backing you because of who he's acted with.
That's the thing, though. Key words. They settled at 10.1. I bet you she probably sued them for 100, and they're like, "Oh, we'll give you 10," and she's like,
That's like
okay.
me. I'm getting sued for 17. I told my lawyer to offer him, I'll give you $4,000. You're getting something. If you don't, looks like I'm gonna have a judgment against me for 20 years because that's what I'm settled for. You want? I'll give you what you ask. I think I owe you $4,000 to $5,000, $5,000 tops. You settle. You get sued, or you could go to court and let the judge decide. But all said and done, you'll probably be more in the hole.
Yep.
In my case,
The lawyer
than
fees.
if 10 million. Porsche, believe me, they got lawyers. We got, and they just said, listen, you don't want, just give them what they want. We'll make a couple limited edition cars.
Make up the money somehow.
Yeah, we'll get that. Just make it go away. Does that make them wrong? I don't know. It's like Jackson with the kids. All those parents settled out of court. What's that about? So he committed the crime or he didn't? Because you want justice or you want money? Which one?
Right.
Money.
Of course, the answer is money. The answer is money. I mean,
The answer is always money. It's always money.
Right? Like if Meadow Walker truly felt that Porsche did wrong, keep pushing.
Right.
Pushing.
Don't take the money.
Court. Keep going. And they're going to pull up the documentation of the Carrera and say, look, when we made this car, there was none of the shit that she wanted on this car. So, but how much money are we going to spend on that? How much publicity we're going to get? How the news is going to depict that? Forget that.
Negative, positive.
Yeah. That Michael Jackson shit with that kid. You guys saw that shit? That Neverland series where they...
Yeah.
All those parents settling out of court.
And there had been rumors for years, but you still put your kid in there? Mm-hmm.
Here's my argument. Ready? It's simple, man. It's simple. If it really happened, would you rather justice or money? And if it's money, then obviously you don't care too much about the justice side. Right?
Yep.
So you saying that if someone killed somebody and that wasn't a crime and that was a civil thing, and someone said, listen, I know I killed someone you loved, but here's $20 million. What's the difference between that person and a contract killer?
Nothing. It's the same thing.
Yep. You're part of the problem, not the solution. Money, man. Money.
You really think he did it, though?
The Trump case.
Jackson?
Yeah.
See, my openness is not going to make people feel any better about me, but at this point, fuck it. Here's my deal. If the kid drew it, right? He drew the peepees, right? He said, this is what the peepees looks like. It's a little weird that that's accurate. So, okay.
Yes.
I mean, it's a little weird that you were able to pick out a mole. I don't know how you remember that, but that's good. Like, you good. So, yes, I believe that it happened. However, when you look at Jackson in the interviews of how he acted like a child.
Right.
So mentally, we go back to the mental issue. His body might have been that of a 35 or 40 or 50-year-old, but his mind was that of a 10-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
What do we judge it on? Do we judge it based off of age as a number? Or do we base it off of mentality? That goes right back into that Subway dude.
Yep.
But now they've determined in America, they used to say that someone was unfit for trial due to mental capacity. And that you can't put someone to death if their mental capacity is that of lower IQ than average person. Mm-hmm. They've ignored that now. Now they can put people to death if your IQ is 60. Oh, God. I do not agree. I feel that it goes deeper than just what it is. If someone has an IQ of 50 or 60, how do you guys feel about capital punishment?
If it's 100% proven and that person is at fault, cool.
Matthew?
Yeah, same.
Jordan?
Oh yeah.
See, I disagree with all three of you. All three. I feel that if someone makes one mistake, we're not going to give them a second option. You got one shot.
We're not talking about a little mistake either, right?
Right. This is a
Well,
big mistake.
we're talking about the homicide, the death, murder. So if you're saying it's against the law for him to murder him, then why can a judge decide that he dies? That's another man killing another man. One man's
Because the
decision
rules were
makes
set
that
in place. But the rules were set in place. If you do this, this is what's
rules by
going to
who?
happen to you.
The rules by
By
who?
us.
By
By
men.
us.
Our man. Society.
Right.
So you
Society
believe
made
eye
the
for an eye
rules.
works. If I take your eye, you should be able to take mine. That's a.
But wait, Jay.
Well, it
Last
doesn't
week
work.
you said, hold on. Last week you said that it was okay to make more rules. So if we're
Sure.
making the rules that you can't do this,
What the fuck has that got to do with death?
because the rule says
They
that if
talk
you
about
kill
torture.
somebody, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, I talked about torture. There you go. I didn't talk about death and putting people down.
No, I'm just saying that I didn't say death. I said that you were saying that we should have more rules.
Agree.
What I'm saying is, if the rule says don't kill anybody or you'll get the death penalty.
Okay, that's not more rules. That's strictness of rules. That's a level of rules. No. I think there should be more rules, more laws. I don't know about killing somebody for doing some fucked up shit. I don't know about that. Especially if it's one. I can see if it was like Ted Bundy or John Wayne Gacy or Ed Gein.
yeah.
Those make sense. This guy is unstoppable. Like he is. We got him. Lock up, throw away the key, or torture the shit out of him for the rest of his life. Fine. You got people that are getting put to death over killing a hitchhiker. What? Look
Right,
up
but
some of the people that Florida has put to death. I'm just like, yo. And then they let that Nick Diaz guy fucking shoot up a whole school and he gets sentenced to life. What the fuck, bro? If you're
Right.
gonna do it, go across the board.
Right.
So no, I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't think that. What does that solve? Nothing. You don't want to get into that person's head and figure out why they did what they did. I feel like that's more useful than just putting them down. We're not talking about a dog here. We're
What
talking
are
about
we
a
supposed
person.
to do with that information?
Do what you can to stop it. How did Nick Diaz get the guns? Okay, let's start there. He's alive to tell about it, so
Not saying it works as a deterrent, but
it definitely doesn't work as a deterrent. That's been proven.
no, it doesn't. But
You have to do something. Inaction is
I agree.
also as bad.
Agree. I don't know if the extreme, though, is putting that person out.
If you
Well,
kill
it
a
kind of
killer,
comes down
the killer's
to
gonna
I also
kill
don't
him.
want to pay the next 30, 40 years of taxes
Agree.
towards that guy.
Agree. You know how much it costs? What is it? $45,000 a year minimum for a year?
At the same time, though, it's like you kill a killer. There's still the same amount of killers out there, right? Because you just took that person's spot because you killed that killer, right? So
unless you kill a lot of
Yeah, but
killers,
it was a lawful kill.
Right.
Because the system allows it.
Why not just take them, put them on a plane, and send them off to war? Hey, man, listen.
you want to kill people? Go.
I get it. You want to kill people. We're not going to give you a weapon yet. But right before you jump out of the plane over Iraq, we're going to give you all the fucking weapons you want. We're going to drop a pallet of weapons right behind you. You and those 10 other convicts right there. We're going to drop them. And if you could take over the land, we're going to come in. We'll let you stay. You'll be free. If you could take it over, you're a free man in Iraq.
oh,
I
and
would
by the
think-
way, that
I
collar
think
around
that's a
your
good
neck
idea.
explodes when you leave the battlefield.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
Condemned, right? The second you step off, you blow up. So that's inhumane. It's first off, your taxes go away. Right now they're over there doing some shit. They're fighting for freedom, literally fighting for freedom. I think that their will to live and will to fight is going to be a lot stronger. Not saying that military don't have that, but you have someone that his freedom is on the line, literally.
Fight harder.
Life?
They'll fight harder.
Oh, he's going to fight. Trust me.
Yeah.
He's going to fight. What's the worst that's going to happen? He's going to die? Oh, no. Send another
He's
cop.
going to die anyway if it was, he's going to die anyway.
Fuck it. That's what I say. Give them the option. That if I was president, that's what I'd say. I'd say anybody, look, has got death sentence and all your appeals are up and you die next week, I got a plane for you to get on. And we got an area that needs to be controlled. We're going to give you a 9mm with 5 rounds. We're going to tattoo a big American flag on your face. And they know that you are there to take the land. Whatever happens, happens. And film it. Put it online. Make some money from it. Make it $20 to watch. Give him some cameras that are in his skin. Oh, bro.
I will watch.
I'd watch that shit. I would not move. I'd be, oh, look, there's a new guy going in. It's $35, guys. Get in. Here's the affiliate code. I'd watch the shit out of that. But they're there for
Bookies would love it as well, right?
Say again?
Bookies would love it as well, right? There'd be some betting on.
Think about the odds on, is this person going to live?
How long is he going to last?
See, I like what that laughing gasser just said in chat. He said, why give them weapons? Just make them start at 0 and see what happens. Also works.
This is a video game?
I like
a video
game. I know what you're going to say is, why give our problem to somebody else? Look, the country's in shit anyway. Just like they're killing their own fucking people. Drop them in the middle of Somalia. Make sure there's someone that is not a convict in control of them. Act up and just boop.
Blow their head off.
Boop. You're not all right. You don't like what I'm saying? Okay. Next, send 2 more over.
Who's next?
Yeah, believe me, people would line up for that shit. I remember I did that thing on the jail prisoners giving up their organs. And people gave me shit all in the comments. This is unacceptable. Why should we be able to do this? I had to do 20 years. Listen, convict, shut the fuck up. Okay, because it wasn't offered to you, it doesn't apply. But people gave me shit because you remember this where maybe you don't. They're saying in America now, where they're trying to offer this thing in certain prisons, that if you're willing to give an organ, we'll cut some years off your time. People don't like that. Why?
Why?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Then give your
saving a life.
Then you go give your kidney then. That's what I say.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? If you don't like that, then go give up your lung.
I mean, realistically, if they're already sitting out a life sentence, you could already take it, right?
Yeah.
In theory. Well, life is only 25 years in America. Whenever I say you get life without parole, it's 25 years. Yeah, it's typically 25 years. But why not? I mean, if someone's in there doing 60 years and you could cut 10 years off their life, they're going to fucking die in there anyway. So gives a shit.
Let them die for a cause. But then are they a martyr? Are they a martyr then after that? It's like, oh, hey, this guy
George
killed
Floyd was. George Floyd's a martyr, so you can make him a martyr. You can make the convicts martyrs. Why not? Just put everybody on a plaque somewhere.
This guy killed five people, but we sent him over there, and he was able to do this, so he's free to go.
People would be all up in arms about that. That's not fair. You didn't fucking sign up to do it.
Right.
We asked you to do it. You said no. So what did you want us to do?
I agree. I would be down for that.
But you do make a good point if you think about it, because I wasn't thinking about it that way. Is for some reason now society as kind of accepted. Well, some states in America has completely accepted the death penalty, but then torture is completely off the table. We're killing a person. We can't just hurt him a little. It's
Yeah.
We
it's
go to
extreme.
0 or 100.
It's extreme.
Yes.
It's extreme. Why not do less time so people have to pay less and torture them instead? Torture them for 3 years instead of doing 20 years life sentence.
If that doesn't help
Torture
change
for
their
6
behavior,
months.
I
nothing
guarantee
will.
you, bro, you bring that shit back, your crime rate is gonna fucking plummet. Like, you don't have any hands to rob a store anymore. Like, the problem is now gone. It's if you like, there's some states that chemically castrate now, so you're starting it. Fine, just make it across the board. Just every state does that now. Your problem is fixed.
You could even give them a choice, right? You can do the 50 years, or
Or, right, we take off your legs so you don't run from the cops anymore.
And the best part is now you have like career criminals, right? And you don't know, but they have like this big of a police file. Now there would be a stump on a skateboard somewhere because, well, there's nothing left to take.
You can't rob a bank if you can't run away. I mean, you know, it's the guy on a skateboard. How many? There's only one, bro. It's the dude that's got a towel around his body. I mean, how many stumpies you see on skateboard?
Trying to push himself away with a spoon. It's
Why?
that
I don't
guy. Take
understand
that
why
guy.
not. What is the argument? Inhumane, and the humane thing is killing them? Really? That's humane. Huh. Okay.
Well, it's like putting them out of their misery.
That penalty has changed over the years.
Putting
right?
who out of misery? What?
Right, but that's the no, I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, that's what they're going to say. It's like you're putting them out of their misery. You're making it easier for them. It's an easy
I
way
would
out.
argue and say that you're making it easier for them, letting them live for 50 years in a prison. They get
Yeah,
to
I told
life,
you.
they get to wake up, they get to send mail, they get to have food, they don't pay anything, they can just sit in their
Watch TV,
cell, they could
work
tattoo
out.
themselves with pen ink, they could get out. Like, to me, I feel it would be more torturous if we said, look, we don't have the room right now, but we have that guy right there with that cleaver. You see him? You're going to go see him after we're done here, and he's going to take off all of your fingertips, like all of them. And this is the first time. Second time, we're going to take off the full finger. And then the third time, we're going to take off whatever you have left from the wrist down. So you got 2 more shots, right? So just tread carefully.
Don't waste them.
Nubs. You can call him Nicky Nubs or something. You know, just something that just sticks out. No file on him. It's just everybody knows him because it's the guy with no fingertips. Your problem will go
Call
away.
them tipsies.
Tipsies. I love it. No,
I'm going to
no,
give you
the
2
government
minutes to
can't
think
help you.
about it.
The government's not going to help you with a prosthetic. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get any money. Your shit is flagged, bro. You get to live. You're free. As free as you can be.
Or that. Yeah. It's this or that.
you better not work at a sawmill and be bad at your job because people are gonna think you're a criminal.
Yes, okay. I mean, maybe go even a step further. When you're done torturing them, you give them a tattoo across the forehead.
Yeah.
People
Maybe
are going to
start
all of a
with
sudden
the
become
toes.
Arabic, though, or Muslim, and then they're going to be wearing a fucking burqa.
You
Tattoo
can't
their
tattoo.
eyelids. That's it. Their eyelids. So every time they blink, you know what they are. Pedophile, right across the eye. Every time. What is that? Can you close your eyes again real quick? I thought I saw something. What did that say?
No.
Pedophile
No,
with
no,
4
you-
ticks in it. There's 4
No.
ticks. Close your other eye. It doesn't close. Let me see your eyelashes. Let me see. Come here. Yeah, it doesn't
like
write their
pedophile.
crimes like a fucking canvas, bro. Or like,
You know, that actually might work.
it would work, but then you get people that would go too far, go to a tattoo guy and be like, yo, listen, paint my eyelids, tattoo the whole thing black. Paint it black.
So
That's
you go
okay. Now,
forehead.
you go to prison or the torture chamber. It's no longer a prison, and they just feed you like Ambien and cut your eyelids off.
Or they go trans
Oh,
and
bro,
put up
it's
some
about to
eye
get.
makeup, right?
Oh, you want torture, bro?
This is still all live streamed, right?
Wow, why not? Fuck it, bro. On YouTube, I got a strike last week. Let's go. You know how bad that would be? Huh?
No, the torture parts. Like
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what I'm
all
saying.
still live stream.
Yeah, if you take out, live streaming. If you took off someone's eyelids and you fed them sleeping pills, bro, listen to me. Your
be
next
exhausted.
12 hours. That's gonna be rough.
That's a lot of eye drops. That's going to be a lot of eye drops. Your eye's going to be severely
Could you
dry.
live with no eyelids?
I think so, but not naturally. Like Spade says, you need like the lubrication.
Because it
you need
lubes,
more
right? Every
lubrication.
time your eyes close, it lubes up the eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that, like sleep, you're gonna need like that airplane blanket for your.
yes. Man, you know how much shit you'd get in your eye? Oh, God, bro.
Sunglasses.
Well, like you said, wear goggles. It's okay.
Yeah. Get the Apple VR. Problem solved.
They can't afford $3,500. No way. Government's not going to give it to them.
Here comes Jason. Jason, Eighth Amendment, cruel and unusual punishment. You're missing the whole fucking story, bro. We're not saying that. Oh, God, we just did this last week. We did
Watch
this at the
last week's
Library of Alexandria. We did this last week.
Oh, he was here last week. That's right.
Yeah. So what do you think, Jason? What do you think about Harley releasing an electric Biden? Let's smash it all together. Just one stream.
And
Don't
cruel and
stop.
unusual punishment is not taking someone's life, or is that just cruel and usual? Because
Accepted. It's accepted.
Yeah.
punishment.
cruel and usual punishment is accepted. It's once you use the. Oh, God. You're missing the point, bro. Your problems would all go away. You do that. We change the Bill of Rights all the time. We change the Constitution all the time.
Amendments. That's what they're for.
That's what they're for. Why not just fucking swap it out? Cruel and unusual punishments unless you kill somebody. That's all. That's an amendment. You just added that part. That's all.
Convinced that it will work.
It would work. Think about what they did in old school, right? Someone committed a crime. Everybody's in the town hall. Watch this. You couldn't
You
get
can
people to
update
stay in the
some
house. bro.
parts.
You couldn't get people to stay inside. Everybody was outside for this one.
We want to see.
Oh, yes.
That was their form of entertainment. That was
People
their
were fucked up, bro. If you think you're fucked up now for finding gore online back then, oh, you're going to cut her titties off in front of everybody? What time? 3 a.m.
I'll be there bright and early.
No,
be
and
back
everyone was on
2:35.
time.
You know, they even used to sell snacks and memorabilia at
Oh, yeah.
stuff like
Oh, yeah.
No,
I know about the
did they
memorabilia.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a bit extreme. I mean, but you're making money, right?
Popcorn.
You're making money.
You can
Like a
update
before and
all the
after.
things.
Like this is before we remove their breasts. This is after, and I make a little baseball card with a stat sheet of what they've done behind it. Collect those like a garbage pail kid, just next level.
Collect them all.
Oh, bro, you know how much that'd be worth today from the 1800s? How you print this in color? Little baseball cards, serial killer cards. They should make those. That should be.
I was just going to say that. Why have they not made that?
They should make that. You got the Ted Bundy rookie card. You got.
I know why, Spade. You want to know why? Because the stats are really hard to prove.
Not even that. You don't have enough room on the back of the card. It's the size of a magazine. It's victim 1, victim 108. Continue to page 2 inside. Open up record. Yeah, it'd be a little bit too big.
They're on Amazon, Jay.
Shut up.
Serial killer cards. But they're just wait. Yeah. It actually, I'll send you the link. This is hysterical.
They got a stat sheet.
It says some stuff on it.
This one, I think I got a good invention, man. I found out. Somebody else fucking did it, man.
it's like a quartet, like.
Yeah,
number
it
of
says what
kills.
they did, but not like a stats sheet.
Ah, now that's some corny shit. $17. Nah, that ain't no good. That's just like a Wikipedia blurb. I'm talking about, like when you see a baseball card that they're like holding up a bat, or they're like on the pitcher mound and they're doing some crazy shit. Like you got to get a picture of Ted Bundy killing somebody, and then on the bottom, Ted Bundy stabber or hippo man or something, a little catchphrase, and you flip it over, and in fine print it says every victim's name and how they died.
Oh wow.
You have limited editions that kind of
The problem is you
have
can't.
that fully print.
I see a lot of problems with this, like publicly. You're making money off of people. I don't see this being good. It sounds like a good idea. It's probably not. It's a bad one.
So, but if
we'll
you
put a
put
pin in
ratings
that.
on them, if you were to put ratings on them, you could play a game like my serial killer trumps your.
Oh yeah,
Like Uno.
like this.
This is a great game.
shit.
I like this idea.
My Siri was going off. Like Uno. You ever play Uno? Where like number one
Yes.
goes on top of three. It's my Ted Bundy, bit like Magic: The Gathering. It's got different specs. Like Ted Bundy hits with +4 knife. Head game
That would be great.
+7
We could
lampshade
come up with
made
this.
of vagina. Like
We could crowdfund this. No, all jokes aside, we could go on what the hell's that website called?
Kickstarter.
Yes, Kickstarter. We'll go on
Bro,
Kickstarter.
I don't see this going well. And then one of
Why?
the victims are gonna bid or something, and
Oh,
they're gonna be part of it and then sue us. All the money we just made, we gotta give it back.
I think we're gonna be fine if we give them a free starter pack. I think we should be good.
there's
What
only,
if we
there's only
just
10
change
cards in
the
this
name a
starter pack.
little bit? Like instead of Dahmer, make it Halmer or Laumer.
Oh, like
or
you
something?
spin it
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit. I think people will catch on now. I think they'll catch
Yeah, but
on.
just enough.
And you
just
call it
enough so it-
serial killers, but you spell it like with cereal, like Fruit Loop. Okay.
Oh, that's kind of cute. That sounds
So
like
the
all
killers
ages.
that have-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's designed for all ages. 2, 3. If
I
we
like
could
this
push
idea.
different genders on them, we could push serial killers on them. Why not?
Now, if we also get like a cereal to go with it, and we put the cards in the cereal,
Oh, like get 5
Ooh.
boxes of Rice Krispies for your chance to get the limited edition Son of Sam? Oh shit.
That would be
Hey,
great.
what cereal sales? They're up. They're up.
they're not
you guys
at
would
date,
have-
but
but there's the
they're
market
gonna go
for
up.
There's definitely a market for it.
Yeah,
I'm just
there's a
not
big
willing to
market.
go down that trail. I'm crazy. I'm not stupid, right? There's a fine line. I won't.
You know what we need, Spade? Is the marketing team that Harley has. That's what we
I
need.
totally agree. I totally agree.
It'll
They're gonna make
every-
it woke.
Ooh. I don't even know how you do that. Woke serial killer. They want to hide them. They don't want to make them out there.
No, they're
We
gonna
do
turn
sprinkles, a
Unwin
lot of
Gates into a
sparkles
woman.
on the cards. That's
I don't
it.
know why you
Joanna
associate
Gates.
woke with gayness, but it's
I don't know. It seems gay to me.
And the
What,
game
be
is
the
never
woke
going to be
or
out
the
of
glitter?
date, right?
Yeah, be woke and glitter.
oh both.
The game's never going to be out of date because you can do extension packs.
You could. That's right. You add some.
Thank you,
Now you
guys.
got serial school shooter plus 18. That's his damage with rifle versus Ted Bundy for sword. You lose. I win. Oh God, bro, this shit got dark really quick. Like,
So bad.
I
I'm
think
gonna
this is
buy
a
a
great
lot of
idea.
packs.
Like the
The
Pokemon
money
shit.
you got.
You buy a pack and there's one decent card, the rest are just criminals.
they're all like drug dealers. Plus 1 Kia cocaine. I don't want that. You could have this card.
This could be so cool because you can go worldwide. You can have famous killers from Europe, like America. You could
No, they would do different packs though. You can't play a European pack versus American pack.
Why not? You can mix them
You would
together.
have the same.
No, they're in different languages, man. You don't do that. I don't know what that ability is.
I
They
would make them all English.
or make them all
Everything
English. So, but
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
including the killers from Europe.
Yes. Why not?
Because
Who's
it
Europe's?
could be a
Who's
learning
Europe's,
experience.
who's Europe's Ted Bundy? Like who?
Pandy. Pandy is.
Sandy.
Who?
I mean, he did get rid of his entire family.
What's his name?
Andreas Pandy.
He's a famous serial killer in Europe.
Killed his family,
no.
dissolved them in barrels.
Like, do
With
you
acid.
guys have those? What we have in America, like the fucking nut jobs, the Ed Gein.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
the
have-
numbers are lower.
Yeah, they have this guy, Dennis Andrew Neeson, was a Scottish serial killer and a necrophile who murdered at least 12 young men.
And Jack the Ripper, right? That would be a great fucking
Yeah.
card. So yeah, you guys got them. You just because when you look
Oh, we
at
gotta
like
do
there's crazy shit. I think it's on Wiki where you could pull up like how many victims one have, and I think one of the top dudes is from South America. Like it's an astronomical number, 700.
Hungarian. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Elizabeth Bathory. She's from Hungary.
How did this guy die? This Andre guy.
I think he died in prison, right? Is he dead?
But how? Just natural?
Natural then. He died in prison.
Oh
See what
man,
I mean, Spade?
he looks fucking
Could
crazy.
be. Oh yeah.
Dude, this could work. This could work.
I'm just
How do you
saying it could be a
fucking
learning
market
experience.
this? How do you market this shit? Like how you?
Adult trading game.
Adult trading game. That's it. Yeah. Why
Yeah.
play Dungeons and Dragons? You could play this.
Yeah, dungeons
Serial
and
killer and
serial
con-
killers.
It sounds better. Serial killers and convicts.
Yeah,
There you go.
You throw like, and they all got to be real. It can't be like Antonio Montana from Scarface. Like it's got to be
Right. Real names.
Like you'd have Al Capone in there. You'd have mobsters. You'd have. That's actually not a bad idea. It's just I
it's
have
great.
no idea how you would even.
Well, okay, so these people can't make money off of it, right?
Right, but we can. But we can.
But we can. So we could use their names and likenesses, and
Yeah, but you're making a game of people that killed people. That you don't see a problem in that at all?
Well, I didn't do it.
about governments that kill other governments. So why not? What's the difference?
Bro, you're on a dangerous ground right now.
I actually know how we can get away with it. Maybe.
Well, now that it's public.
What if
Next
if
month is going to be a crowdfunding.
some of our financial gain, put it in like in a fund, and that goes to the remaining victims or family of the victim.
You could get away with it that way. Whose
10%.
whose money is that getting cut out of though? Not mine. Yours, Jordan? Not yours?
I'm gonna look up how many survivors there are before we start this thing up.
Well, I mean, first off, I think you have to figure out how many cards. How many cards are in a baseball when you buy like a set?
10, no? Isn't it 10?
10 what?
I would
10
work
cards.
slowly.
Like in each packet.
No, not a packet. You used to be able to buy a whole set, like the whole year.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
How many baseball players are
How
there?
are baseball cards done? Are they periodically in the sense of time? Do you buy certain
Once a
packs? Those are older, or because all these criminals existed in different time periods?
So you could do decades. Do the decades.
Yeah, you could do expansion packs in certain age brackets.
Right.
So it's like Magic the Gathering, but serial killer and convict.
Yes.
It's just
Yes. Take the same exact concept from Magic and put it into, like you said before, Al Capone had a Tommy gun,
fucking
right?
gray, man. This is a gray area. This is really fucking thin ice, man.
Would you buy it, right?
And it would the sales would be phenomenal. I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned how many people. You have to be careful about which killers you pick, because then you got to worry about that relative. Bro.
All they're going to do is just generate more sales for you. They're going to complain about it. They're going to be that 1% that is loud. And
Bro, if I got
everybody's like,
sued over 4 months of rent, you know how many lawsuits we're going to get. Let me tell you. We better have a team of lawyers that's not even on retainer, just on staff.
Just
What about
create an
all
LLC.
fake names? And we put in a flyer like any coincidence that they have likeness or
But that
situations
doesn't.
that.
Yeah, that removes the cool factor though. The
Yeah,
cool.
that is.
Yeah, you start adding aliases and shit. That's no good. And then you
But
get
if
like a
you
limited
release it in
edition
a
version
country,
that's got like real gold around it, and that's like Jack the Ripper, you know, or like John Wayne Gacy rookie card, you know.
I mean, we're making it in China, right?
No,
No.
we're making it in Belgium.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're fine with it.
You know why we're making it in Belgium? Is because, Jordan, this is where you come in. You said that you
It's your
used to work
business.
at a printing press.
Oh, I have multiple businesses that I
That's
know.
very good. So
Yeah.
you need to reach out to them and find out how much it would cost to make certain baseball cards, but not baseball cards. And then you know printers that, so we get the card stock, get those done, or we get the print done, and then it gets cut. Boom.
Like
Done.
this. And then you could
I
come
can
to
even
the
get
US
a discount.
because you have a
You
business.
think I'm playing with you? I'm not playing. If we make it in America, that's over. Like, forget it. We lasted 10 minutes. Get it made in Belgium. Get me some quotes. I feel like I'm going to be the only investor here because Spade can't even get out of fucking New York. The likelihood of him being able to invest in a card company is about as likely as I am to suck dick on Brie. So, yeah. I feel like I'm the one here that's going to take all responsibility. Am I right? I thought so. Yeah.
I think it's the most problematic for me is the graphic design, like actually making the cards, because I know
Oh, that's
multiple
fine.
printers.
We don't need a graphic designer. We just find a picture of him in jail.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Use just their authentic
Yeah,
pictures.
but,
But wait,
yeah, but the
wouldn't the
picture is
person who
gonna
took the
have
picture
like
want?
digital rights, right? No?
Yeah. Wouldn't the
Just
pictures
use
have
that?
By who?
by the person who took the
I don't
picture?
know, the reporter that took it.
The fuck out of here. I thought you guys have no
No?
copyright in Belgium.
Yeah, but you'd be selling it in the US though, no?
Doesn't
Oh
matter.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If I use it and it's copyrighted in the States,
I'll handle
the
that.
reporter took it.
I'll handle that.
Okay.
You have no response. I'm the guy that's putting all the money in.
How many are you looking at? Like
Go on.
basic starter packs. How many cards would that be?
10
like
cards, and
initially?
5 cards in a pack. And
How
there's
many,
500.
how many
There's
different ones?
120 cards in total. I got to figure out the best serial killers.
Wait, are we doing like war crimes as well?
Ooh,
No.
yeah.
Think about it.
No.
That'd be a
think we
different
should-
expansion pack.
That's a cool expansion pack.
No, that would be like then you could do like a mafia set, and you could do like a war
Yeah.
set. You could do a
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about in general. The most riskiest one is what we're gonna go after first. See how that handles. I'm serious. Get me some numbers. You got a print and press. You know people. Call around. Let me know how much to make some baseball card ish things. They don't care what they're printing, right? It's like what they did with Hitler. How that guy printed out the paper for him. It's just, or the news guy that went against Hitler. They don't care what's on it. They're just.
So if you have sniffles, make caricatures of them. Jordan?
I feel like it would be too kid
Wait a
friendly
minute.
then.
Wait a minute. Sniffles draws, right?
Yeah.
Have her draw the characters.
Don't feel like it will be less serious then if you don't do pictures?
The point is for it to be a little cute.
Risque.
It's scary.
And if that takes off, we can make t-shirts,
Infamous on the get. Hey,
right? T-shirts, baseball caps, mugs.
Forget
Oh,
about it.
oh.
$1 billion deal.
I was thinking lunch boxes first, but okay.
so you're saying just get right, just start grooming right off the jump. Love it.
Are you pulling the stream or is it gonna stay up? Because
No, I'm gonna keep the
if
stream
we're in
up.
2 months-
I'm keeping the stream up. I don't know what YouTube's gonna do with it, but I think they get
Oh,
the
it's still an
satire.
idea.
I want to believe that YouTube gets satire. Like I want to believe that. I guess we'll see.
That's just
We're not
like
Just
the
like
inciting
YouTube,
violence.
if you have investors. I mean,
Yeah, we're not inciting violence. We're not doing anything that any
Illegal.
other businessman wouldn't do.
That's it.
See a market,
Brainstorming.
grab it.
Just for the
Drop a like for your
intellectual.
first starter
Because
pack. That's all I'm
if
saying.
let's say in 2 months from now somebody comes out with this game, we can say, nope, that's ours.
Yeah, that was kind of my deal with the magnetic plug. Come to find out that someone already fucking patented it. So 5 years ago too, my exact design. So that sucks.
Pretty sure that car thing is brand new.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that we don't need a patent for that. We just do it. That's
Nobody's touching that.
ain't no company gonna be like, yeah, we came up with that. Oh yeah.
Sorry to burst our bubble, but
No.
it already
Come on.
exists.
No, it don't.
Notorious serial killers, a killer trumps card game. Amazon serial killer card, 54 unique American. So
What
it
is it?
already
Amazon
I'll
cereal.
send you the link. Hold on. I'm sending you the link. I just found it. Literally,
Killers.
when he was reading it, I was like, mother.
Oh, there's one on Kickstarter as well.
Oh, see, this is
Killer-
shit. This is garbage. Look at those ratings, though. Yeah,
Those
see
are
how it
shitty
says
ratings.
alive and shit? No, man. I mean, that's kind of, yeah, but see, it doesn't do what I said. So I guess the star maniac factor. Yeah, no, mine would be better. Mine would be better because it would choose the weapon that they used, and it
Right.
would, like Magic the Gathering.
I agree.
Like, let's just say it was a guy that was known to use lots of date hippo drugs, right? One of his special ability would be to put you to sleep. Like lose his
Cosby.
turn for 5 times, sleep on GHB.
Cosby attack. I got it.
The Cosby attack, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Bill Cosby could even be in there. We could even
That's
add him as a bonus card.
Joker.
Limited edition.
Watch out for the putting
They're still alive. It's limited edition.
Yeah, this is kind of it. Brand Kultemeister. What is that? German? What is that brand? Playing cards. Kultemeister. They are based out of Germany. Wow. Famous art robberies. Wow, they make a lot of different. If you go to their website, Kurt Meister playing cards. Jesus Christ, bro. You can even buy limited edition cards. That's kind of, but their cards look like shit.
They look too kiddish, like 1950s ish. If that makes sense.
Yeah, see, they did the same thing. They're using their pictures from online.
And it's pretty cheap though for the pack. How many cards are there?
56, is that what it said? Number of players, 32.
These things were released back in 2013, according
See,
to
that's
Amazon.
what I'm saying. Every time you think you got a good idea, pop your tires,
Yep.
bro.
It says release date was August 1st, 2013. You can't change that, by the way, from my understanding. It's like when you make that
Yeah, but
post-
see, I'm still going more in depth. You know what I mean? Like mine's
Yeah, no,
still
I
more in
agree.
depth. The +5 with the rope, +6 with the GHB, plus,
Right.
you know what I mean?
You're literally taking the concept of serial killers and then taking magic and putting it together, and everyone
I
can be
feel
happy.
like Magic the Gathering may come after us, but nobody plays that shit, so I'm not too worried about that.
I don't think it would come after you. I think you're not saying that.
Yeah,
it's
you don't have a
magic.
trademark to that shit. You can have a trademark on fucking numbers. Get the fuck
Right.
out of here. No.
Even if you copied it word for word exactly how they did it, it still wouldn't work.
A war criminal pack?
Well, yeah, that's what Jordan said before. Imagine all the world wars, all the regular wars. Who were the top guys there?
Oh, like Stalin and versus Hitler versus...
Right, like Hitler coming up with his tank. His tank has +5 attack.
Listen to this. Iraq most wanted playing cards. Iraq war Saddam sealed new. $30.99. It's got playing cards that I guess someone decided to make that are regular cards, $31. Yo, we need to get into the shit. If we get me a price on how to do this shit and we come up with a nice card design, like if you look up baseball cards Fleer 1990s or even 2000s, they look nice. We make our cards nice.
But see, the thing is, though, with baseball cards, you can't play baseball cards. Those are just for collecting. You just, like, I have
So
that
will
card.
these.
Right, exactly. But this one you can actually play. There's a difference, though.
Well, it's the same thing with Pokemon cards. Can't you play those?
Right, you could play those too. Same exact. Well,
Right,
Pokemon
and
is
that Charizard is worth like
magic.
$1 million or something, right? What's
If
the
not
most
more.
rare one?
One of those.
The one that Logan Paul has that wears around his neck.
It's a fake. That's a fake.
But doesn't he have the real one?
I don't know if he's got the real one, but the one that he has around his neck, he paid for, and then they found out it was fake.
What's the most rare Pokemon card? Pokemon card. Charizard, 1999. That is the first one. Oh, the Pikachu Illustrator card. Jesus Christ.
And it probably looks like what's wrong with it? Why is it so much money?
Well, it's the most ever sold, but that depends on the person that's buying it, right? Because there's one first edition, the whole first edition, $170,000. So it just is really what somebody wants to spend. Yeah, you could go extra because even these cards don't look good. We can make better looking cards than that, dude. I could design a fucking baseball card and Adobe Illustrator in about 3 minutes, and then just put random serial killers in there with. That's going to take a lot of research, though, to just get me a quote. I'm serious, John. Get me a quote on how much to make these. What would they charge?
So the game would be like, we're playing, and I have my Jack the Ripper card, and you have a card, and I'm going, my Jack the Ripper does a 9+ slice attack on your card.
Yeah. Or Magic. I think it's been a while since I played Magic. I think you get 5 cards. And then,
I think 5 cards is better.
Yeah, but you only play with 2 people.
I can't wait for the War Criminal pack. I'm really excited for that.
I mean, you don't really have a lot of those. Who do you got? You got Stalin, but then you got to put good guys in there too, like Winston Churchill, FDR.
I want a Mussolini card. I'm just saying.
I mean, what are you basing the criminals on? Because maybe some countries don't look at their previous leader like a criminal.
So don't say criminal. Just say war.
Yeah. Historic figures. There you go.
Yeah. But for
you can put Osama bin Laden in there. Yes, Saddam Hussein. You know.
Osama has a airplane function in his thing.
And you can make little collectibles where they come in little figurines.
Yo, this is $1 billion industry that nobody's tapped into.
Well, the trading card shit now is picking up, right? That's what people are doing.
Yeah, everybody's doing back the trading cards again. I don't know why, but okay.
Because they got to figure it out. We're just now getting into it.
Well, look at
who's going to help invest with me in this? Am I alone?
I'm going to ask for the price. I think it's going to be doable.
Is it?
I mean,
I don't think it's as expensive as you think it's going to be.
Well, I mean, if they're selling a pack of 54 fucking cards for $13, it can't be that expensive.
Right, but they're doing it in China, though, not in Belgium.
Well, they're doing that in Germany. Those cards are made in Germany. It's on their website.
Are they made in Germany, or is it just
on a website?
Oh, well,
they're made in Habalubijababo. I have no idea how to fucking say that. Yeah, see, that's what I'm getting. Vaughn's played Magic, obviously. Yeah, like you get bonuses if you play in a black room versus if you play in a well-lit area, right? Like every card gets +5 of whatever their ability.
I think this will work.
Oh, it'll work, and I'm going to do it.
Think of Cards Against Humanity, right? That started off as a joke, and now Cards Against Humanity, it's the same. It's not the same thing. It's a card game, but you everybody sits on the table and everyone picks a card, and then
On the
you
table.
read out a command, and then somebody has to give their card, and you read it out loud. And see
Yeah,
which
they
one
sit on the tables because there's no chairs.
right next to the tables. Whatever.
Interesting.
At the table, maybe is good.
At the table, sure. At the table.
Everybody sit on the table. We're gonna have nowhere to play. Just use your laps.
Does
Everybody,
that mean you're gonna do a review on the final credits? Like you guys all playing the game?
Oh,
yeah.
are you gonna?
let's do it.
That's the least you could do. Is the four of you
We'll
can
do a
get
live
together.
stream of us playing it.
Okay, we can do that. Let's do that.
In return, we'll give Pancakes his own card. He looks
Nice.
like one.
Nice.
Like a little fat meatball with fake movie chairs behind him. You know, what'd be really cool is if we if she drew them. Watch this. She draws it, right, and it's a card, or you could take it off like Garbage Pail Kids, and it's a sticker.
Sticker.
Because
It's gonna
Garbage
be
Pail
a little more
Kids,
expensive.
Garbage Pail Kids, you can take off the card.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't make those
And
anymore.
And then we can
Oh,
make
but
those.
you can make it
books,
where the serial killer that she drew, you can take off and destroy that card.
right? Jay, we can do those books with the squares in where you can put the stickers on the pages.
Sure. Little paraphernalia book.
Mm.
Collect them all. And you got that one, and then we have all of those, and you have to buy them from us, but we listed from another eBay user that's just randomly in Thailand, and he's selling that one card that was never released for 15 grand, and people keep buying the pack. Yeah, that's called manipulating the market. That's marketing 101. We'll get all
Yeah,
of
Maddie, I'm talking to you.
There's only 30 of these. And we have all 30. So if you want to complete the set, you got to buy it.
30 exists, and still the website says restocking 5 days from now. Weird.
14 days to ship. Got to go into a box to get them. Yeah, you could go nuts with this. All right, I'm gonna go eat. Was it a good stream? You guys had fun? I'm
Yes.
interested as to what YouTube is gonna do with this video. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna even try to monetize it.
No.
And then when I monetize it, I'm gonna have to do requests for review. This is gonna be fun. Because that means someone actually listens to the whole fucking stream and looks at the transcript.
4 hours.
Well, the worst could happen is that he actually sends you a mail ordering a pack.
Laughing gasser, this is gonna sound fucked up. A missing persons pack.
Oh.
Now it's demonetized.
Could you imagine? And then they find the person, and that card is now worthless. You have to throw it away.
0 abilities.
No, it'd be worth more because that's when they were missing. So now that you found them, it's like, yo, this is a misprint. Like this.
Ooh.
And you know what we do too? We go really fucking crazy and we do on purpose misprints. Right? Like, like this is a misprinted card. Nah, we're selling it for $3,000. We fucked up the whole batch. Meanwhile, we've got 90 sheets of them.
Those are the
Nine
test
boxes
batches
of them.
that we fucked up. The test
Could
batches
also-
go out.
Go really
It could
crazy.
also-
Prototype sets. Hold on to them
Yeah.
for a couple of years. And original prototype pack, you'll see that there's actually parts of blood on this.
That could be seen as helping, right? Because they put their faces on milk cartons as well.
Sure,
Oh.
we're helping out a cause. We're helping
Yeah.
be aware. Have you seen this girl?
Just a disclaimer at the start of the pack. If you see any of these people in real life, please contact your nearest police department. Yeah, finished.
That would
Well,
be
that's-
funny, right? Like somewhere in the world, people are playing that game and go, "I know this guy,"
Wait a minute.
and they find him.
Or better yet, they're actually fine in a different country. They hear about this game. They don't know about the missing persons pack, and they're playing. They're like, wait a minute, that's me. Someone's looking for me. Wait, what? That's me, bro. Look, there's a reward on the card.
Oh.
Oh, God. All right, guys. Good stream. Good stream. Thank you all for watching. Next week, same time, same rhyme. Hopefully, Jordan gets his internal temp a little bit lower. And I will try to be accurate in the time that I'm here. You guys all be good. Stay beautiful. The rest of you guys stay here.